What up? What up? What up? What's going on? What is going on? What's the deal? Oh yeah, let me get this shared up real quick. Yes, sir. Let's go live here. Let's go over here to X. Let's go live on X today. Ah, now it says error generating. If it ain't one, it's another, man. Let me reset this on X, man. Straight up. I gotta reset this up on X. So just edit there. Go back. Create a broadcast. Paste that in there. Get that in there. Let's go. Yes. Everyone on create. Okay. Let's go back to OBS and let's restart that. And then we probably should be cooking on X now. And then we probably X be on some bull a little bit. They want you to goddamn it hurry up. They want you to hurry up. Okay, so we should be cooking with grease on all sites right now. Go back here. Morning, Pat. Little technical difficulties. Okay, so I'm good now. Let me share it up here real quick and then we can get to rolling. Yesterday, man, you know, I made things harder than it should have been yesterday with my parlays. That was crazy. But woo, Donovan Cleveland and man, the kid got benched, man. I don't like that not one bit. Um, man, Nick Richards, like, what do you want from these bigs? Phoenix, I'm just trying to figure this out. I don't know. I mean, from these caliber bigs that you guys already have, or that you've been getting, man. I mean, what do you want from these bigs? It ain't even that, man. I mean, they need to figure out what they trying to do. Get they superstars and all these guards and all this firepower they got. They need to figure out what they need to do with that shit, man. I just don't. Phoenix, man, they 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 got it. They're a mess over there right now, man. They are a mess over there right now. I'm seeing. It's a matter of time before Devin Booker go crazy over there, and he before he start crying. It's a matter of time. All right. Taylor Jenkins on my list. I had Pippen Jr. and he didn't play him until the second minute. As that coach told me. Yeah. Oh boy, I'm trying to tell you, man. Man, and I took an L with the money line, so that was weird, man. That was definitely weird, man. That boy. That Memphis, man. They sold, and I had to look. I have to look at, make sure I be paying attention. I don't bet a lot of games, though. I just like the number. Memphis didn't. They didn't get up until you know end of the third. And they didn't actually get up until then, man. You know. Um. Otherwise, I think we got another 9 game slate today, right? Uh, so some spots and things of that nature. Um, Hold up, let me see something. 1 second, my guys. 1 second. Uh, I do want to look at this ticket. Uh, yeah, Donovan Clingan, Kevin Durant. He sold the 22 and a half uh, special. He only had 22. That was crazy. Nick Richards got the boot and he got rebooted. So whatever on Prize Picks. I should have, man. I made a few things a little bit harder than it should have been. The initial ticket that I gave out, and B, they got skunked. Boston, Drew Holiday just one board clinging. One of my most confident plays. De'Aaron Fox got there in fantasy score. That was one of my confident plays. And I took Nick Smith Jr. Fantasy score at 21. He ended up getting 21.7. He squeaked that one out. But Joel Embiid, Drew Holiday, and Klingen, that's the bad. That's a bad. That's a bad. Bad situation in that one there, man. Bad situation, man. Bad situation. Sometimes these people can get ran off the floor, but I don't look at that in the Nick Richards sense there, but it's something to keep an eye out on. Because they benched him. He came out, he got benched. I don't like that now one bit. I don't understand what they're looking for, right? I don't know. I don't know what Phoenix is looking for. Memphis Grizzlies, Orlando Magic. We got 225 over under in this spot. Memphis Grizzlies 3.5 point favorites right here, and we know how fast and things of that nature that Memphis Grizzlies play. Pace up matchup for Orlando Magics. I'm probably back to back for both teams. Now, I did now. Let me tell you what really threw me for a loop. Right was I didn't get some of these. I didn't get these plays to the Dub Club, right? But I could have easily cashed. Let me see. Let me delete this here. Now I could have easily cashed in this round robin, right? So I had a round robin. It was in the parlay. I did parlay. I put like $3 on it. It was 160,000 odds, right? So Jalen Brunson, he cashed the 10 assists. Wendell Carter, I played his double double straight and his double double, bro. He sat on 9 points all game, all the whole fourth quarter. 9 points. He had about 15 rebounds. Sat on 9 points the whole fourth quarter. Once they announced him starting, I knew it was go time for the double double. Right, went up against Atlanta, fast paced team. A lot of rebounds. I think he had about 14, 15 rebounds and 9 points. Right, so I didn't see the 14, 15 rebounds, right? I didn't see that, but I really, really figured that he would have a decent game. So I took an L right there. So Brunson did get the 10 assists. Nurkic, he get big time foul trouble, right? So that's another thing. Nick Richards, now Nick Richards was the one that I really felt like, he's really getting ready to, go get there for me, right? On the 12 rebounds, I'm like, yeah, Birdman rubbing my hands, 6 rebounds in his first stint in like 8 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, he only plays he only plays 8 minutes, right? That was easy money. I would at least cash the three. You know what I'm saying? I would at least cash the three. And the Dominic Klingen, like it just didn't work out. But I would have cashed three for the 3 of 10 and got a minimal payout. But at the end of the day, that's just how things can go for you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how things can go. All I had to do was hit three of these, and that's neither here. I mean, it is here or there, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. It's crazy, right? It's definitely crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Things happen. Things happen. You know. Let me check my injury news here real quick. Jovic is now questionable. Okay, Roddy, Bobo. That was it right there. That was the straw that broke the back. Bobo starts the second half ahead of Nick Richards. I just don't understand. Glad I faded Durant's discount points. Cooked by one. Yeah, man, that 22. Man, I played that, man. Durant got an attitude, man. So it's a this. So going into the second half, right? Well, we've been into the second half. These teams have played between 50 and 55 games right now. So, uh, you know, coming in from the All Star game right now, I've had the mentality that I did. That's why I've been dropping a lot of picks in my dub club and stuff like that because I'm trying to see where these people are at, right? These, the hangovers, the rust, just all that, just trying to let them shake it off, man, and trying to, get back into, where the things are going. I usually drop, 4 to 5 or 6, 7, 8 straights in there. I just haven't. Maybe tomorrow will probably be the day because after today, I think every team will at least been at play one game. So I know a lot of people in my dub club probably like, man, what's up? But I'll probably drop a post in there later on, just explaining like I'm just trying to see what's going on, right? But for some teams, it's getting ready to be go time too. You know what I'm saying? And then it's getting ready to be tank time for some teams, right? Past the portrait deadline, some of these teams gonna then done what they gonna do, right? So it's time to start looking at the tank, watching the tank and stuff like that. What's the word? My guy Jason Tatum sold me. I had him for 20. He only had 15. Crazy, man. He went out there and triple double, something we didn't even expect his ass to do. All right, Memphis Grizzlies, Orlando Magic's 225 and a half over under. Yeah, let's get at them. Now, back to back for both teams. Wendell Carter eclipsed the starting lineup last night, and I want to say he played about, probably played about 30 minutes or something like that. Let's take a look at what he played, right? Um, I wish Doink was a little bit more fluid. I wish it was a little bit more fluid, bro. I wish it was, right? So yeah, he, Edie got off to a really nice start yesterday. Had a nice amount of rebounds, things like that. But just going back to where I said was going back to Wendell Carter here. Let's take a look here. Over 15. I haven't really looked at that. I think Fred VanVleet is back today. Lucci, I think Fred VanVleet is back today. I'm on a little bit earlier, but I haven't even looked at that game, bro. But I think Fred VanVleet is back along with Smith is back as well. So maybe I might be looking at some unders in that spot, bro. Maybe I don't know. Maybe some under assists or something like that. If Fred VanVleet is back, I got to really take a look. So right now, Doink has Goga Batadze in the starting spot, and Wendell Carter Jr. did start last game. So let me take a look real quick. Wendell Carter played upwards of 30 minutes, 32 minutes, had a great outing with 15 rebounds. So, you know, at the end of the day here, I expect Wendell Carter to be back in the starting lineup here, right? So that's one thing that we can take a look at. From a statistical standpoint here. Oh, I'm sorry. Right. My fault, bro. My fault, bro. My fault, Lucci. You said, hey, Azure, right? My fault, bro. And we getting ready to get to that game. Detroit and San Antonio. You said 15 points plus rebounds. Damn. Yeah, he said 15 points plus rebounds. I can't bet it. I can't bet it. Me personally, I can't bet it. Can he get there? Probably so, but I can't bet it. I'm not gonna bet that. I'm not gonna bet it. It's a fade for me. For not for any statistical reason because I haven't looked at anything. It's just something that I really don't bet. Right. Um, I do like to bet his rebounds. Um, but it could be in play. The way San Antonio Spurs played that game yesterday, and we'll get to it in a minute because they didn't play the personnel that I thought they was going to play, and then Phoenix ended up going smaller too. So if they can impose a smaller will and get Detroit to go small, things like that can really really pan out. The 15 points plus rebounds can really pan out, but if Detroit can find ways to depose they will and run, a little bit of offense through Durant, I can see instances where Durant having a good game. Azar Thompson yeah, they twins for sure. Yeah, I forgot, I forgot. But at the end of the day, um, there's instances where he can get there. If they because San Antonio is going to play some small ball, considering they didn't play Mamu at all, Mamu Shavetsky, whatever, at all yesterday. That kind of threw me for a loop. And then they started Bismack Biyombo, who's on a 10-day. So I just don't know how much they value Mamu, but they got these guys in there, right? So it just shows me that San Antonio doesn't mind going small, especially with what's the name being he played 28 minutes yesterday. What's the kid's name? Oh shit! They power forward, small ball guy. He played 28 minutes yesterday. It's Jeremy Sohan, right? So he played 28 minutes yesterday. He could get in there at the 4 and the 5. So you could be on to something like that. I'm not on it. I'm not on it. If you play pick'em sites or something like that, maybe I would maybe I would look at a. Let me see. If you play pick'em sites like that, if you could get a fancy score or something like that, I wouldn't mind that, right? I think a fancy score where you could just wrap it all up because he's averaging 22 fancy score and maybe where you could just wrap it all up and just throw it in there. I think I can see instances where he can hit that because he's averaging a 22 fancy score, which he's hit that fancy score in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight games. That's his average, 22 and a half. So it'll be interesting to see where they open him up at. Let me see something. They do have fancy score. Let's see, do they have a fancy score out for him? Because that's something I would probably look at, right? They don't have it out for him right now on Prize Picks. But you're definitely thinking ahead of the pack right now. Um, mm, damn, he been balling. Well, he caught the Bulls twice. Charlotte, meh, right? Uh, damn, he been balling. Damn, he been balling. Damn, he been balling. So we'll get to that, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, my guy. Straight up, Luch. We'll get to that. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. The pace is there. All that's there. All the tangibles are there for him to possibly get there. We'll see. Biombo played solid yesterday. I think he played about 14 minutes. I know that's your team, my guy. But back to where we were with the Memphis side of things here and Orlando. Um, we know all the usage is going to be definitely concentrated. It's going to be in Paulo, right? Paulo, the read was there yesterday. I didn't pull the trigger, right? The read was there versus Atlanta. Everything lined up. He goes out there and takes another 25, 22 to 25 shots. Back-to-back games versus Atlanta, he gave these boys 30 points. So make that a note, right? Three threes. The everything was there, right? Everything was there yesterday. We found the read. Everything was there. Everything was there. He got there. It is what it is. He even had a better game than France did, right? France ended up having 20, 25. The first game, France had 37 versus Atlanta, but it is what it is, right? That's the beauty of those pace-up matchups, right? So what do we have here? We have another pace-up matchup, right? Memphis, top three in the league, right? Top three in the league. Speaking of that Memphis game, the ancillary guys like Nemharts and all those guys that we were looking at in the points category, those guys got there. Some to make a note, take a note of, right? What I'm really looking at is that shooting guard in that small forward position. Speaking of that small forward position, we can go over here and take a look at the defense versus position. Over the course of the season, Memphis is giving up the most points to the small forward position. Now that definitely could be France. So rebound chances have been there. Potential assists and threes have been in the green along with the 3-point attempts. So uh, the small forward position has been kind of pretty vulnerable when it comes to the Memphis side of things. I did want to take a quick look at the shooting guard position. They've been giving up points to the shooting guard position, probably top 10. And then the power forward, I don't think so, right? I don't think as much power forward because they do have Jaren Jackson Jr. So Memphis would be down here in the bottom third. So at the end of the day here, rewind it back, like I said, Memphis is giving up the most points to the small forward position over the course of the season. We can take a look at the last 3 weeks just to see how Memphis has been fared lately, and they're giving up probably more, right? All green steel, right? So now we want to go back and check things, right? So taking a look at we can go over to Doink, right? So what do we see here? Franz Wagner, small forward position. His rebound prop sitting at 5.5. He's hit this number 6 of his last 10 games. Looking at the defense here, we can looking at the three ball, right? He's 50% to this 1.5 three at a parlay piece on the season. Now, small forwards are 7 of 10 to this 1.5 three, so I definitely have interest there, right? Even if it's a parlay piece, I'll just drop it in the corner over there. Points prop. Now, the points prop is sitting at 25.5. Now, guys are 1 of 10 to this number, right? The minutes, Franz has averaged 33 minutes. It's just about on par at 31 right there. Small force they've seen in the last 10, it's V. McKay I don't expect him to get there. I don't expect OG to hit that point prop. Don't expect Dylan Brooks. Definitely don't expect Torian Prince or Stefan Castle. Walter, no. Now, um, Jalen Williams, he's a guy that I can say he could get there. And what did he do? He hooked it right at 25. So he's one of those guys that we can say that he has the ability to hit that point prop. So that's one guy who I could vouch for, right? Then you got Durant who hit that, right? So these are two guys that have the skills to hit that point prop. One hooked it, one got there, right? Then you got Norman Powell, who went 1 for 5 for 3. He actually did not get there in 33 minutes. And then Aaron Naismith, these guys, they're not that, right? So how about Franz? He's averaging 20 shot attempts. I would probably with a pace in a pace-up matchup like this. First of all, let's take a look and see how he's fared versus Memphis, right? So versus Memphis, 4 of his 5 games, uh, last 2 years, he's hit his 3-point prop, right? In fact, he's had, in 3 of his last 4, he's had 4 threes or more. So that's something we could definitely take a look at. He's been playing good. I mean, 22 points, 25, 18, 13, and 23. I think he's been playing good versus Memphis. Looking at the numbers, 18 points or better in 4 of his last 5 games. This year is the year where his points prop skyrocketed. So I give him credit. He's been playing good historically versus this team. So that's one thing. At the end of the day here, I could go over here and filter by field goal attempts here. And I can say, well, how about between 15 and 20 field goal attempts, right? Field goal attempts between 15 and 20, because this is where I want to see. I guess I'll say no more than that since he's averaging 20, right? 20, take that 10 down and make it to his 15. Um, Bang, right? Now we get 4 of 10. And guys who taking that 15 to 20 field goal attempts, between 15 to 20 field goal attempts, they 9 of 10 to that 1.5 three number, right? And then every last one of them hit. Well, not every last one of them, but a lot of these guys went 3, right? Hit 3 threes. So, hmm, look at some of these combos. Not as much. is on the combos. What's the minutes? The total minutes allotment 34. I can get down with that because that's about on par with his regular minutes at 34. So at the end of the day here, you can definitely look at his 3 point prop and his points prop. And then if you just really want to be, you know, you really want to say, hey, we can filter his points props to more than guys who's taking more than I'll say 19 field goal attempts because this is what he does. He shoots that ball. So you know, without a ceiling here, without a ceiling here, 6 or 10. It's just about the same, right? Just about the same. Minutes go up to 35. Not a lot of premier power small forwards in the league that they've seen, or just in general. And then some of the PRAs and things like that, combos are looking a little better, right? So I like Friends here. Um, I would have to look at his points at 25 and or threes. I don't think he takes the amount of threes that I'm comfortable with. I think he should take more. But lately he has. But I mean, well, lately the last 4 games he hasn't taken. But there's some times versus Miami he took 10. Versus Utah he took 11. The 1.5 threes. I mean that kind of lines up right there. If you want to feel frog, he get to 2.5. Let's take a look at his shot profile. Memphis, real quick. Memphis, catch and shoot 3 point attempts. So Memphis are right here. Pull up 3 point attempts, catch and shoot 3 point attempts. Oops, wait a minute. Memphis, no, catch and shoot 3 point attempts. Above the break 3 point attempts are green, right? Are green. Mm. Let me see something. Franz is a 3 level scorer though, man. Franz Wagner. Pull up points, catch and shoot. That's about a 3, right? Catch and shoots at 3. This is his averages, right? Um, Pull up points, almost 5, around 5 points. Usage rate, his average usage rate is around 31. So that's what we want. Guys that's going to give us a chance to he's averaging 6 3 point makes. I mean, 2 3 point makes and 6 3 point attempts. 5 rebounds, about 5 assists, about 10. He's averaging about 10 potential assists. Like I say, his usage rate is up at around 31%. That's A1 usage right there. So he's somebody that's going to give us that chance to get to where we're going. Pull up points, like I say, around 5. Uh, Catch and shoot points, I would imagine that's probably a 3 a game, at least one. Drive points, that's another thing. And then points in the paint at 12, almost 13 points in the paint, right? So I would look at him for points, and or the 1.5 3 is I like it. Points in the paint, that's interesting, right? Let's see something here. Second chance from the paint points. Memphis, paint points, Memphis, 48, whatever, right? But you know what though? Let me see. I can filter these columns here. Um, Points in the paint. I can actually points in the paint made and attempted. Okay, I can actually filter that. So let's go to the defense here, and I added points in the paint in, right? Points in the paint. Okay, let's see. Versus Memphis. He attempted. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice filter right there. That's a nice filter. That's a nice filter right there. Points in the paint. That gives you the attempts. Wait, the makes and the attempts. So he took 3 shots in the paint and made no, yeah, he took 6 shots in the paint, made 3. Okay, okay. So that's just versus Memphis right there. How about in general? So you can get a detailed look at how he's attacking. Oh my God, I like that. I definitely like that. You can get a detailed look at how he's attacking some of these teams. He took 20 shots in the paint versus uh, San Antonio, right? That was easy money. I bet you had about 30 versus San Antonio because they don't. I mean, let me see. What did he have? 33. Okay. Oh, that's an important filter there. I gotta leave that on. Okay. I gotta leave that in there. I want to see Paulo. Okay. He doesn't shoot as much. He doesn't attack the rim as much as France. Man, what a combo these guys gonna be in the next 3 4 years, man. Just thinking about it, man. They got a bright future ahead of them. No Porter Kuzma gonna look good definitely until he's get back. Yeah, definitely. Bro, we so close on the lotto. I know. So, um, Franz in some shape, form, or fashion, points, uh, threes. I like Franz, right? Okay. Just doing some glorified game watching right now, game log watching, right? So I like Franz for sure. And sliding up here, I don't really want to. After yesterday, I just can't with Memphis, right? Especially Ja. I just can't, right? But he did kind of like redeem himself. He got some bad news that they ran up in his crib and all this extra shit or whatever the case may be. Edie, he played 21 minutes yesterday. Got off to a really good start, rebounding the ball. Um, Pace down matchup for Indy. I mean for Grizzlies here. I couldn't talk you off his rebound prop any day of the week, man. I'm not betting it, but he's always in play for his rebounds. Um, Speaking of rebounds here, we do got a green matchup here. Uh, um, I don't bet I don't bet Jaren Jackson's rebounds, but that was a read yesterday, and he cashed it, man. His rebounds was at 6.5. He cashed it versus Indy, and that was a read yesterday, right? And power forwards are 6 or 10 to this number here. His rebound prop is sitting at 5.5. I would consider this, but he's got a tough defensive matchup here. He's gonna have to keep his hands to himself because Paulo is gonna be on the move, much like Pascal. Paulo's probably he's gonna have the ball probably more than Pascal did, so he's gonna have to keep his hands to himself for sure. Historically, versus this team, last 2 games he hasn't hit his rebound prop versus this team. I can't check his fouls because his fouls are important for this guy. Um, the blocks are there for him for sure and steals, but the fouls, he's averaging three. How the fuck he get 7 fouls versus? What is that? How did he get 7 fouls versus these guys? Damn, how did he get 7? Somebody please enlighten me on that, right? But at the end of the day, he averaging at least four, 3 point something or 4 fouls versus this team here, 3.8. So it is what it is, right? Um, Let me take a look at. Mm, how about lately? I like Paulo here. Let's keep it moving, man. I like Paulo in this spot. I like Paulo in this spot. I mean, I'm sorry, France today. We was on Paulo yesterday. I like France today. Um, I like the spot for him. At least the 1.5 threes is a parlay piece. But the points, I got to look at the points here. It's just yeah. I got to look at the points here. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do this here. But like I said, historically here, man, looking at the numbers here, defense versus position all season long. Memphis are giving up the most points here to the small forward position. Rebound chances are there, potential assists are there, and the 3 pointers made are there, right? So it is what it is, man. That's where the numbers pointing us to, man. Let's not. I mean, I ain't gonna. It don't mean I got to bet on him, but I do like him, right? So he's somebody that did stand out. Um, New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers, man, over under 241 in this spot. Cleveland Cavaliers 8-point favorites. Um, Cleveland Cavaliers 8-point favorites here. Um, let's see. Mm, Off the back here, last night I ain't gonna lie. I went out there. I took the I got plus money for the double double. Just off glance here, first glance, I took the double double for Jared Allen. It's at minus 105. That means money's coming in right now. Do I think he can hit his rebounds? I think he can hit his rebounds. All he has to do is stay out of foul trouble. I think he can hit his rebounds. It's sitting at 11 and a half. I'm probably not going to go there. You could also have interest in his points plus rebounds here. Jared Allen is coming off a 19 rebound game, 20 or something like that. He's had a monster rebound game, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day here, man, I thought I got the player prop screen up. So since it takes a long time for this to load, I know maybe I have to go to another screen and just start looking up things until that shit comes to fruition. But boy, they can't get past the Bulls to save their life. The Bulls, they won that game, but Bulls took them to overtime, man. Bulls got the Knicks number right now. Oh, shit. So, rebounds to the center position, right? We're looking at the New York Knicks. Pace down matchup, pace down team, but some guys, they end up going out there, and having, I ain't gonna say have their way, but some teams, some bigs I like to go against, a cat with, right? So um, take a look at Jared Allen. We know he's more than capable of getting this, right? So it is what it is. 18 rebound game versus, no, not cat. Jared Allen. We're going to start from the top here. Uh, 13 rebound, 15 rebound game yesterday. No, this is head to head versus the Knicks. So last time these two teams played was back in the beginning of the season. You don't have to take as much as you want to into this one here, but he did have 15 and 15. Lately, 20 rebounds yesterday. He's got double digit rebounds in 9 of his last 10 games. I need him to get double digit rebounds. I also need him to get points, right? So, centers, lately, last 10 games, they've went over this points line at 14 and a half. I mean, at 14 and a half. His points props are sitting at, no, at they average at 14.2 points. His points prop is sitting at 11 and a half. I only need 10 here. So for the and 10 rebounds, right? The rebound thing has been interesting. Vucevic only got 9. Um, uh, Onyeka Okongwu had 14, and Jakob Pertl, no, Cornette had 12 rebounds, and of course, Sabonis gonna ball out, right? But I'm not a big fan of the defense of Karl-Anthony Towns. It is a back-to-back here. I can see instances where Jared Allen can get to the double-double. You don't have to take it if you don't want to. I'll just let you know I played it, right? So it is what it is in that spot. Um, Evan Mobley. Take a look at Evan Mobley. Historically versus this team head-to-head this year. He's had some pretty decent games here. Now, from an injury standpoint, I can see instances where OG plays and not Kevin Hart, Josh Hart played today. Uh, Yesterday was a front end of a back to back, and I can see instances where those guys play. So you can't count those guys out. Let's take a quick brief look at the injury report just in case I'm missing anything. But I can't count those guys out from playing. So that's another thing we just got to wait and see. How things are gonna look when for the injury report to come out. So right now I'm just really going through the motions as far as talking about how things can go. If those guys don't not in, you can definitely look at Precious Achua, who hooked the double double yesterday by 1 rebound. Man, we had some hooks yesterday. We had some hooks, good plus money, but some nice hooks, right? So let me see something. So, like I said, if those guys don't play, you can definitely look at Precious Achua and things like that, right? Will be matched up with somebody like Evan Mobley, um, and some glorified game log watching here. Donovan Mitchell's assist at 5.5. Don't think I'll be going there. Looking at some of these PRAs and things like that, he's been getting there. I say most of the time. Some of those combos. Donovan Mitchell versus this Knicks team, he's had 26 points, 25 points or better in 4 straight games versus these guys. So he's been playing good ball versus these guys. So you know it is what it is. Um, Take a look at his assists and his rebound prop. His rebound prop sitting at 3.5, right? Shout out to Brunson for getting his 2.5 rebounds yesterday. I put him in a parlay for 2.5. I did not take his 3.5. Okay. Now we see a little bit of green here. Um, so we see a little bit of green here, right? For Darius Garland. Um, Darius Garland, head to head versus this New York team here. Last time he's getting these guys 5 threes back to back games. One time this year. He went 12-9. He shot pretty efficient versus these guys that game. Hmm. He's over his 2.5 3-point line at a parlay piece, 7 of his last 10 games. Guards are rebounds and assists, 60% in their last 10. And the rest of those combos are 50 percenters. 3-pointers and this rebound prop. Hmm. Let's see something here. Point guards. Hmm. Last 6 games. Points. New York Knicks been getting their ass beat up by point guards lately. How about last month? Mm. Brunson been getting his ass cooked the last month. 31 points to point guard position. So let's see. Mm. That's the last 10 games. What? Mm. Who's they face? 20.5 points. Let's do a little moving around, moving and shaking. 32 minutes, 16 shot attempts, 7 3-point attempts. Let's go to 7 3-point attempts. Okay. Um, Point guards taking more than 7 3-point attempts are over their points prop in 8 of their last 10 games. Last 10 games, Darius Garland is taking 16 shot attempts. I don't know how I feel about this. Three is going to be in play for me no matter what. Three threes no matter what. I don't know how I feel about this though. A few mouths to feed over there. I'm probably just going to fall back. I mean, threes are threes, right? I mean, whatever, right? So 3 points going to be in play for me no matter what. Uh, Donovan Mitchell threes, sitting at 3.5 at plus money. He's taking around 9, right? Mm. Let's filter this to 9 3-point attempts here. Let's say 8. Let's say 8. More than 8. People are 7 of 14. I mean 7 of 10 to this number of shooting guards, and 5 of 10 to their points prop. Donovan Mitchell's averaging 18.9 field goal attempts. What's the field goal attempts he's taking versus this team? 17, 22, 20, 26. I'll take the 3-point attempts down, and um, let's take a look at field goal attempts at around. They got him at 14. Donovan Mitchell 18. Let's say 17. 17 or more field goal attempts. Shooting guards are over their line. Okay, whatever. So from a matchup standpoint, I'm going to like I'm going to like Darius Garland no matter what because uh, I just don't see Brunson being that good of a defender, right? I'm gonna like him no matter what. Um, Jalen Brunson here. Uh, he's over his rebound prop versus this team in 8 of his last 10 games, right? At 2.5 at a minus 146. He just hit the 3 rebounds yesterday versus the Bulls, which I would say was probably a given, right? Given the personnel that the Bulls run out there. Um, Guards are last 10 games. Point guards are over. They rebound somehow 6 of the last 10 games, averaging 3.6 versus this team. Uh, and the minutes equal opportunity, so he will be out there. If you want to use this as a parlay piece, be my guest. It's an okay spot for him. I'll throw it up there just to throw it up there. But what about his assists? So head to head versus this team, one, two, three, four. He's only hit this assist prop at 7.5. You'll get plus money for the under. Um, I would probably lean towards the under here. Um, he did have 7 assists versus this team last time these two teams played, and I must say that there's a possibility he could get there just off sheer volume and pace of play because Cleveland is playing faster lately, right? So it's kind of like a pick and pull. I think it's an okay play. He's 1 for 9 versus this in his last few years. I think it's an okay play, but I don't know if I'll get there. And for the reasons, like I said, when I'm looking at pace on the season here, Cleveland is top 10 in pace, right? So, um, hmm, Knicks offensive rating. New York Knicks offensive rating is up. Okay. What about the last 5 games in pace? Cleveland Cavaliers still around the same spot. So they're definitely playing, with a little bit more pace. Last 10 games, they're 9-1. How Shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. They outside the top 10. Okay. Um, let's see. Bronson lately. Potential assists for him. They haven't calculated up the Bulls yesterday. 14 here, 18, 15, 25, shit like that. How do they win this game? What do they need Brunson to do? Do they need Brunson to score? Do they need what? Right? So, if those guys are out, definitely I don't know. If them guys are still in, I probably still lean towards the under. But just hey, historically versus this team, he's 1 for 9 in this, to this number here, right? He's 1 for 10 to this number here, right? Historically, and the minutes have been staggering. Of course, look like he's averaging around 33 minutes versus this team. So that's something that you could definitely take a look at there. The rebounds, somehow he's been hitting the rebounds though. And 2.5 rebounds, he's 410 to this number in general, right? So it is what it is, right? Um, let's get off this game, right? So I'm looking at I took I took the double double last night, man. I'll live with it, right? Got plus money on it. I'll live with the consequences. Milwaukee Bucks and Washington Wizards here. Um, I don't know what to think right here. I just want to wait for the injury news and stuff like that. Middleton's going to be out there. I don't know what to expect here, bro. Straight up. Look at the points prop here. Let's see. Um, I don't know what to expect here with Marcus Smart going to be in play. You're going to play. I don't know what to expect here. You're gonna have no. We just gonna have to wait and see, right? I'm gonna skip over this game here. I'm definitely gonna skip over this game. Uh, Brogdon out. Yeah, I'm gonna skip over this game. Um, Rashawn Holmes, I can see him getting to a few rebounds in this spot. We'll see though. Shout out to Brook Lopez getting to his rebounds yesterday that I didn't play. Um, assuming, I mean, whatever, man. ABC and Lillard was limited yesterday. Of course, it was a front end of back to back. Do what you want with that game, man. Straight up, man. I'm gonna leave it at that, bro. Jordan Poole though, man, 22.5 points with that usage. Can't deny his usage. Gonna be interesting to see where it's gonna be at today, but can't deny that usage. Chris Middleton 1.5 threes. I can see instances where he could get there, and Jordan Poole 3.5. The volume will be there for him. Just he can go out there and chuck it, right? As you can see, Jordan Poole. Maybe we can look at his 3-point attempts. 3-point attempts in the area of 15, 12, 13, 8, 17, 10, things like that. If you wait long enough, you'll get the 3-point attempts prop on Prize Picks. I bet that a lot, right? I bet that a lot. Miami Heat, Toronto Raptors. Interesting. Miami Heat, Toronto Raptors. 220 over under in the spot. Toronto Raptors have been playing some good defense leading up to the All Star break. We could definitely take a look at that right now. Looking at the last 10 games here, checking out the defensive rating. Toronto probably slid 13 right there in the 4 and 6 in that time span. Last 5 games here. Defensive rating. Toronto slid 1 and 4 in that time span, so it didn't last long, right? But we'll see what's gonna happen here. Um, I will filter this to Toronto and Miami here, and give that chance to boot up. And one thing historically, what we know is, you know, so we'll have quickly Barrett. Let me see, quickly and Barrett, right? Everybody should be back except for Bianca Polo, right? Brandon Ingram and Polo. Okay. So we'll get some, probably get some Mobdo, whatever, right? So we already know historically, um, uh, so it says Miami's getting a little bit better. I don't know, bro. Let me see. I don't know. I can't. I can't. I don't know if I can see it right now. I don't know. And some of these totals, like this, the highest total on the board is New York Knicks and Cleveland Cavaliers. That's something to take heed, right? Take heed to. I don't bet that one, man. Where's that bet at? I see it all the time, Facebook, everywhere. Let me see something. Mm, mm, interesting. If I hear I come back with a donation, hey, uh, I don't know how long you're gonna be here for. But you can always follow me on Twitter, and as the day go by, if I got something, I'll let you know. You can DM me. I ain't scared or nothing like that. That's one way you can contact me. Sometimes sometimes it don't. I don't get notified, but you can contact me or check and see if I had a play in that area. But I just don't. I mean, I know you're putting your money on there. I know how hard it is. I mean, how hard it is to hit that. Sometimes it can be easy to hit that, but I don't. Off the naked eye right now, I don't see it, man. Uh, let's take a look here. Um, Points wise, teams here. I wanted to say OKC, right? That's what I wanted to say. So Utah, top teams giving up. Oh shit, Washington, right? So whatever, right? Top teams to giving up points here. Washington, Chicago, New Orleans Pelicans, Utah. I wanted to say, OKC. Three of the top four teams that are giving up points are on the docket today, right? Three of the top four teams, my guy. Washington on the docket. They're giving up 121 points. New Orleans Pelicans on the docket. They're giving up 119, and Utah on the docket. They're giving up 119, right? So that's those guys could be in. Then that's part of your equation, right? Now you got to figure out who offensively, right? You know what I'm saying? So um, you can look at team totals. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like what's the the team total for OKC? So OKC Thunder team total is 109. No, I'm sorry. That's home team. That's the away team total is 125. That's Oklahoma City Thunder team total 125. So, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all, man. But that can kind of help you decipher, make a decision. I don't know. I don't bet that, so maybe I don't bet that, so maybe I could I don't know. Maybe I might start looking into it. But that could kind of help you out, with some of your decision making there, man. Let me see, Minnesota Timberwolves or Houston Rockets. This Sacramento game, Sacramento gonna be one of those teams that Sacramento gonna be one of those teams, bro, that don't got no damn. They don't got no damn. It's as the season progresses, I don't see Sacramento Kings defense getting any better anytime soon. You can just go down the line, all them motherfuckers trash, right? Defensively. So at the end of the day, keep an eye out on Sacramento Kings in those regards, right? Shit like that. New Orleans Pelicans is a team that can give it up. But what are Dallas Mavericks bringing, right? Dallas Mavericks fully healthy Dallas Mavericks team would be a candidate, bro. Fully healthy, with AD and all them out there, considering how small New Orleans is and stuff like that. Yeah, they would be a candidate, right? San Antonio Spurs, sneaky, don't not a great defensive team right now. So but let's get back to where we were. Miami Heat and Toronto Raptors. Now, historically, we already know this. Damn, I gotta go back now. I gotta go back. I gotta go back. Historically, we already know this. Versus point guards, Miami, they're probably getting a little bit better, but they give up the second most assists that versus point guards. No problem, my guy. No problem, my guy. They give up the second most assists versus point guards on the season, but lo and behold, they have been better, right? Uh, uh, um, hmm. Who will be the point guard here? It would be quickly. Um, so he'll be matched up with somebody who he'll be matched up with about probably somebody like Davion Mitchell or whatever the case may be. I don't know what I want to do with this game. I don't. I haven't seen enough of this new league team here. Maybe Wiggins. I mean Hero. Let me see. Maybe Scotty West, Duncan Hero, Jaleel, Andrew Wiggins. Mm, mm. Wiggins starting at the three. Khalil Well, Wiggins, Bam, Tyler Hero, and Davion Mitchell. Interesting. Scotty Barnes, 5.5 assists. What about rebounds? What about his rebounds and assists? 13 and a half for Scotty Barnes. I'll be on. If you ain't, you must. Are you new to this? Hopefully, I mean, if you welcome if you're new, bro. Welcome if you're new. But always bring your notepad every day, bro. And every day bring it. Shout out to you, man. I go live. I have to drop the late night videos, but I do go live every day. Um, let's go with glorified game log watching, right? Let's look at let's look at let's look at Miami here. Um, I mean, yeah, just look at some of these game logs and see if we can detect anything, right? So the rebound prop is going to be an interesting one. Tyler Hero has shown the ability to rebound. He's went over his rebound line in 5 of his last 10 games. Second time, man, make sure you subscribed and hit the notifications bell. And you can follow me on Twitter. You know, you do want to support me. I do have a Dub Club for my supporters, only $5 a month, which turns out to be 17 cents a day. If anybody wants to support me, you can support me there. And I do whenever I do drop my plays and stuff like that, they go there first. You get notified and things like that. You know, for sure. Um, so yeah, let's see. You know what though? Versus point guards here. Let's see something. Toronto, right? Toronto had given up points, right? So on the season here, Toronto, they're giving up the second most points to point guards here. As you can see, Milwaukee, giving up the most right now. So it's important to see if Damian Lillard is in those regards because then, you know, Jordan Poole, 22 and a half points. He has hit this number versus Milwaukee, but we went past that game. So Toronto here, uh, where do I go? I most definitely need all your plays. I mean, it's the Dub Club is you can see it's in the I bet a lot of straights though, bro. I bet a lot of straights, man. Straights are major key, right? Probably tomorrow is when I'll start dumping off the straights, but you can see my links to my Dub Club somewhere in this in my you can look on my Twitter in my Twitter bio, or you can look at the link. It's a link on my YouTube. It's a link for that shit everywhere, bro. It's a link for that shit everywhere. Appreciate your support, man. You know, it's just like the players that I do play, they come there first, right? Uh huh. Yep. But yeah, looking at Toronto here, they do give up points. How about lately though? And the volume for somebody like Tyler Hero is going to be there, so we don't have to too much worry about that. Lately, Toronto has been getting better here. Um, it's gotten better, but historically, they've given up points, right? Historically, they've given up points. Now, let me see, Tyler Hero versus Toronto. Um, the 3 games this year, he's went over his 3 points. If he's hit 4 threes or more versus his team, and he's had 23 points or better. Right now, his points line is at 22 and a half at a minus 115. Okay. But like I said, they have new additions they got new additions. Just want to see, I mean, I ain't going to see, uh, they have new additions, and I just want to know, they have new additions. We're gonna get one today, Brown. We're gonna get one today for sure. They do have new additions, and I just want to know. I mean, with the Wiggins in there and things like that. Let me see. Last 10 games. Damn. So he gave us 40 last game. He gave Dallas 40, 3 for 14 for three, 8 rebounds. The assists. He had 3 assists. I took his assists. Remember, I took his assists and fell flat on my damn face. 11 potentials there. Mm. Well, he at least he understands he's the man. And versus OKC. What was that score versus OKC? 101 to 115. They were in that game longer than I expected. I think they were winning at one point. And versus Dallas, what was this? 113 to 118. Mm, that was just bad, right? No Kyrie, no nobody. And they went out there and tapped them on their ass. He was trying not to lose that game. He shot 40 times, shot 30 times. Mm. Last 10 games, he's averaging 10 3-point attempts. So here's what I'll do, right? I'll give him, I'll see what we get. Let me give him 8 3-point attempts. Now, when we give him 8 3-point attempts, at least 8 3-point attempts, point guards are 6 of 10 to this 3.5 line. 3.5 is a big number, though, but Trey gave him 7. And he's giving these guys four, three, 4 3, 3 threes or better, right? And 3 straight games this year. So, granted, the last time was back in December 12th. We'll see what's gonna happen, bro. We'll see what's gonna happen. But these guys are over their points prop, and people who's taking 8 threes or more are over their points prop versus this team in 8 straight games, right? So the usage could and should be there. If you want to pump your brakes on this, just because if you want to pump your brakes on this, just because okay they got a new roster and you feel like they want to work out some kinks, then be my guest. Be my guest, bro. Do I like Tyler Hero? Yeah, I do. Right. I'm just struggling on how I want to attack him in this spot. The rebounds here are interesting. Point guards are over this line at 4.5, even at a parlay piece, and 50% of 5 of their last 10. Um, if I filter this to, hmm, he's averaging about um, field goal attempts. That's interesting. Only 15. Would have thought he's averaging more. Last 3 games, he's taken. Oh, you know what? That's versus Toronto. I'm sorry. He's averaging 19 and a half. Mm, mm, mm. Let's just go. Let's say I'll give these guys field goal attempts. Let's go field goal attempts more than 17 since they averaging 13 and a half. Let's go more than 17 just to see what we get here. Get some 21s, some 22s, 7 to 10 to this points prop here. 3 pointers. Okay. Hmm. What about the assist? What about combos? PRAs. Lately, though, lately, well, I guess. I like Tyler Hero in some shape, form, or fashion. Um, Duncan Robinson. I don't even know what the starting lineup's going to be. I don't know. I don't even think he's in the starting lineup. Is he in the starting lineup? I get a little bit of confirmation versus that. I'll need some more confirmation. Shooting guards are averaging 15 points in this spot here. That's an interesting spot. Wiggins, small forward, Ware, shooting guard. Who they running out at the two? Either Hero or Duncan or Davion. I don't know. Biggs. Bam. This is Toronto. Bam been playing some ball, boy, lately, man. His uh, points and assists, rebounds and assists, all that shit been in the green. 7 to 10s, like he's balling. Double doubles, he's everywhere. He's balling. Hit his points prop in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight games at 17 and a half. Rebounds six of his rebounds at 11 and a half right now. Aha, interesting. What's the line on his double double? Minus 200. He been playing some ball. Toronto. Toronto's giving up assists to centers. Toronto's giving up assists to centers, the most assists. I mean, second most assists. Centers. We know Bam can drop some dimes. Bam is over his assist prop in 7 of his last 10 games at at 4 at 3.5. The lines at 3.5 is a parlay piece. Toronto lately, they giving up 3.5 assists. What about head to head? What has he done historically versus this team? This year, he's hit them hard this year. He had 5, 7, and 10 assists versus this team. So that's kind of like playing a role, right? Only thing about that, I would imagine in those games, Jakob probably played. And 2 of those games he played this year. 3 of these games he played this year versus Toronto. He's had double-digit rebounds, right? So I would imagine he's crushing his rebounds and assist line versus this team this year. He's played these guys. So rebounds and assist line, he crushed that 3 for 3 this year. 2 for 3 versus points plus rebounds. 2 for 3 in the points and assists. 3 for 3 in the PRAs. 3 for 3 in the double double, right? So if you want to take a look at Bam in some shape, form, or fashion, whether it's in this category, he's been killing it, right? Am I gonna be am I gonna bet it? No, but I think it's an okay look. So out of everything, maybe I'll just I don't know, maybe I'll throw up his PRA just for right now, right? Throw that up there so I know he's been doing good in his points, rebounds, and assists. It's just a lean. I'm not it's a good spot. I'm not saying I'm going to be betting it though, right? I'm not saying I'm going to be betting it. What I will say here, I will take a look at the last 2 weeks since Jakob has probably been out, which would give me 3 games. That's something to look at there, right? Let me see. How about rebounds? Toronto. What have they looked like? Okay, they look pretty okay, right? Let's go last 3 weeks. Just give me something to overthink about, right? Last 7, 8 games. Points wise, let's see. Toronto. So last 8 games, Toronto, I have been giving up points there to the center position. We'll see, man. Something to overthink about. I ain't taking too much into it because I still might not be betting that, right? And then Tyler Hero threes, the volume could and should be there. His assist could be there as well. This new look team, new look players. I'm gonna slap the threes over there because he's 3 for 3 to this number versus this team, and we know it's a 3-point shooting league. I'm gonna throw the threes up there for Tyler Hero, but it is what it is, right? Um, Sliding through the Manuel quickly could be in an okay spot, but like I said, these teams is almost fairly healthy right now, right? 3-point props in that guys are 50% to this number here in the last 10. Um, Emmanuel quickly, Wiggins 3 threes. I was taking them at two, but man, Wiggins 3 threes. Let's slide back. Let's pull back up on Wiggins real quick. So these 2 games, I guess he played 2 games with Boston. I mean, with them, he had 11 and 13 points, 12 field goal attempts in both games. I couldn't talk off of that. The 3-point attempts are up a little bit. Hasn't hit the 3 threes. The 1.5, I can get busy with it. He going back home. He won a ball. Interesting. The 1.5, I can definitely get busy with it. I can get jiggy with that. But I don't know, man. The 2.5, you say you're going back home? Oh, definitely. Canada. Yeah, for sure. Let's do it. Versus Toronto. He went to Toronto this year, and he gave their ass 4 threes, 20 points and 4 threes. Interesting. He shot 9 threes. Okay. His points prop is over his points prop at 15.5, and settlement his last 10, but he hasn't hit it with this team. Raw points could be a play, but keep in mind this is a different team, right? So I'm kind of like letting a lot of this offense set in. I want to see who is who and what is what. That's why I'm not pulling the trigger a little bit more, right? On some of these players. Bam, Bam role doesn't change much, right? When you look at the assist things and stuff like that, I think those are still in play. I don't think his role changes much, but the perimeter players and stuff like that, the role probably could change. I just want to, I want to see for a little bit. I didn't take a look at Khalil Ware. Interesting. But I do want to look at Emmanuel quickly here. Um, hasn't faced him this year. Last 3 games he's played against these guys, he hit three threes or better. That's a good sign. Um, the 3-point attempts for him is kind of like moving up. I took his threes versus Philly. He got there. I took his points versus Philly. So Emmanuel quickly. What's his points line? 6.5, 2.5 threes. I couldn't talk you off of that. I lean towards the over. I'll toss that over there. The assist profit quickly. I'm gonna have to, I want to have to put my brakes on it a little bit. I know, I know, it's sitting at 5.5. I don't mind that number. I know. Let's see. Guards has hit this number in 6 of 10 versus Miami. And granted, I did go back and say, hey, we already know historically Miami has given up assists to the shooting the point guard position, also threes. Everything green for Miami except for the points, right? The points are like olive-ish, still at 25, but the rebounds, the rebound chances, the assists, the potential assists, the threes, and three-pointers attempted, Miami are green in all those categories. That's over the course of the season, but lately they've looked a little bit better, right? But 6 of the last 10 point guards have went over their assist props. Potential assists around 9.7 for him. Um, lately, um, lately his potential assists has went up the last 4 or 5 games. Three of his last 4 games, he's had double-digit potential assists versus OKC. 10 dimes on 18 potentials. 3 dimes versus Houston, who don't give up many assists on 12 potentials. You got to make the shots, right? You got to make the shots, and that's another thing that could talk me off of the potential assists and stuff like that. You could you can even see a shift in passes. So look at you see these first 5 games right here: one, two, three, four, five, six, really, where he's had these two right here at 45, 47, but then the passes went down a little bit. Chicago, Clippers, Knicks, but then boom, passes went up. Last 4 games, he's had 53 passes or better, 52 passes or better. That's about almost 10 passes more than the rest of these games. So you can see a change in passing as well, right? So you'll have RJ, you'll have RJ, you'll have Scotty here today. So those are some things you can take a look at there. The 3 ball is probably something I'll have some interest in. Grady, let me see. Grady would probably be playing a 2 or something like that, right? So um, this line is at 12.5. The 1.5 threes for Grady. Hmm. How about let me look at with RJ Barrett and quickly. How does Grady look then? So he's 7 of 10 to the 1.5 threes. That's interesting. 9 of these games were this year, right? So he's 7 out of 10 to his 1.5 threes. His 1.5 threes is a minus 136. I'm gonna set this over there so I don't forget it. Maybe a 1.5 3 for him. His points line, he's hit this points line at 12.5. 5 of those last 10 games there. Um, he's had 10, at least 10 points in 7 of the last 10. Um, usage is down. Um, how about the threes, right? Um, 6 of his last 10 games here. I mean, 6 of their last 10 games, they've given up the 1.5 threes there, right? And his rebounds are sitting at, I don't think I can mess with his rebound. At 3.5, I don't think I can mess with his rebound. That might be a good under spot there, though. He's hit this 3.5 rebounds. You get 3.5 rebounds at plus money for Grady, but he's only hit this number at 1.5. So the red can indicate some unders, right? So you can use a lot of this stuff to your advantage, right? You know, because it's two sides of the coin. So he's been going under a lot in the rebound category versus Miami here. Let me unselect these real quick. Just in general, he's hit this number once versus Miami, and like I said, well he's 410 in this number in general. In his last 10 games, he's almost 50% to this. Pace up matchups here. I expect them to get the 3.5 rebounds versus these faster teams. A lot of shot attempts, you know, Philly and stuff like that. But Miami, not the fastest team. I can see him going under rebounds. And as you can see, his under rebounds are juiced up at a minus 166. So I can definitely see that. That's why they give you a good plus 130 if you feel like he's going to go over. So I can see instances where he can go under there, right? Yeah, so Grady, 1.5 threes are in play. The under rebounds could be in play as well as a parlay piece. I will add this over there, just oops, just in case. That's supposed to be the under. Let me delete that. That's the over there. We're looking at the rebounds under. RJ Barrett. So last 10 games, small forwards are over their 1.5 3 line in 8 of their last 10 games versus this team. The thing about that, RJ Barrett has been, when he's hitting the three, he's been efficient. As you can see right here, he's been efficient. He's not, the volume ain't there. So it's risky already. Last 2 games in February he played, he took 5 and 6 threes, but 1 for 4, 1 for 2, 1 for 4, 3 for 4, 3 for 3, 2 for 3, 3 for 7, 1 for 5. Not many attempts, right? So he's not. He's been efficient when he's making them. I can't bet it. I can't. I could, but I'm not. Looking at raw points there, he's averaging last 10 games. He's averaging 15 points. Small forwards are over their points line in 3 of the last 10 games at 19.5. But they have him at he's averaging 15 shot attempts. They're giving up 14. Historically versus Miami, his last 5 games, he's 4-5 to. He's hit that number in 4 of his last 5 games. Once with I don't know, man. We'll see what's gonna happen. He mm, 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 mm. I'm gonna have to mm, 15 shots. Mm. How about with quickly? Quickly been hurt. Last 10 games with quickly. Rebounds. He's been rebounding pretty good. Rebound is looks like he shoots more threes with quickly. in the lineup. That could be interesting, considering that they're giving up threes. Look like he's shooting more threes with quickly in the lineup, and he rebounds a little bit better with quickly in the lineup as well. He's 7 of 10 to his rebound prop at 5.5. The over is at -146. Um, 50% to this number in the last 10 for the defense. Don't think I'm going there, right? Take a look at some of these numbers here. Um, Combo wise, assists at 3.5. He's 50% to that number. Teams are giving up 50%, so they about on par with that. Um, what about combos? Now, the combos look pretty green in a lot of spots here. Um, 5 of 10 is probably about 5.5 or whatever the case may be. But lately, he's been looking okay, right? Mm, PRAs, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a little green there. I don't know if I'm still even gonna bet on him, bro. Truth be told, I don't know. Scotty Barnes versus this team here. If there's a Khalil Ware out there, it's going to be interesting, right? So he faced this team twice, double-digit rebounds in 3 of his last 4 games versus this team. His rebounds sitting at 7.5 at a -140. 20 points or better versus this team here. Scotty Barnes will be at the 4, right? Scotty Barnes can also handle the ball and drop dimes. Speaking of dimes, he probably most of these games he probably was, the point guard here. We can go with quickly and take a look versus Miami with quickly. I want to see something. So, one of those games, he still had 8 assists, still had 20 points. That was last year. How about in general with quickly? Last 10 games with quickly. The rebounds have been there, last three. Um, hmm, Points. Hmm. I just feel like this is going to be this is going to be just a weight game for me. It's hard for me to pull the trigger on some of these guys, man. Maybe I'll live bet some of these guys. It's hard for me to pull the trigger on some of these guys because they haven't been healthy together, man. And that's what I'm wrestling with right now. I need another game or two under my belt for the Toronto Raptors. I just can't wrap my finger around how you know before the All Star break I had a really good read on them. Right now, I don't have the best read on them, truth be told. I don't. 7.5 rebounds could be interesting. Could definitely be interesting here. 7.5 rebounds could be interesting. Um, Miami top 10 are giving up rebounds, but to the power forward position. But you also got guys like Khalil Ware that some numbers gotta soak into that too. So I mean, if you see something you like, be my guest. But I still have my doubts in a lot of spots, man. I do, right? The threes here. Scotty Barnes don't take many threes. Uh, Power forwards have hit their threes at 1.5 at plus money 7 of their last 10 games, right? If Scotty comes out, started getting hot, he will take them. But it is what it is. Versus Miami, how high has he taken the threes versus Miami? So lately versus Miami, I mean, both games this season, 2 games this season, he hit his 3 point prop. One game last year, he hit his 3 point prop. So 3 of his last 4 games versus this team, he's hit his threes. So that kind of like lines up, right? Rebounds, interesting. Kind of a little scared, but he's going to be out there. So I don't know if I would take the under rebounds for him. I don't know. I did look at Jonathan Marlborough last earlier. I did look at him earlier. What stood out to me was some assists for him. Um, it's two assists or more in every game versus them. Lately, he's been getting assists. So it could be something you could look at. 3, 3, 5, and 4. His assist prop. Don't know what book it's on right now, but that's something that you could definitely take a look at, right? Um, Man, I wanted to make something of that game so bad, and I spent a lot of time on that game. I did. I spent a lot of time on a game that I didn't want to spend. Detroit Pistons and San Antonio Spurs here. Um, I like Jalen Duran in some fake form or fashion, but San Antonio Spurs, you know, I guess that was a Phoenix thing last night. They got what's the name ran him. They ran him off the floor. Um, they ran him off the floor, man. The coach ran him off the floor. I don't like that. Coach ran him off the floor. I don't like that at all. Nick Richards here, but long story short, they blew my money with that shit last night. They ain't so much run. He benched him. Like he had 6 rebounds in the first 8 minutes, but coaches gonna be coaches. Um, from a matchup standpoint here, if they have decided to impose their will versus this team, I mean, I like what Jalen Duran has been doing. Right, his numbers just came out, pretty high. You know what I'm saying? Um, you say Thompson over 5.5 rebounds. Shout out to Greg for that. And my guy was on that earlier. Lucci was on that earlier, man. And what I've been seeing, um, I'm gonna get to it in a second, but I wasn't even aware of that. And as fast lately, how these guys been playing lately, I can see instances, right? When you're looking at the pace here, last 5 games, San Antonio is not in the fold, right? Okay. So last 10 games, San Antonio Spurs, number 5 in pace, 4 and 6 in that time span, and then the defensive rating, which have been declining, right? They almost in the bottom third the last 10 games. The defensive rate have been declining. Last 5 games, the defensive rating for San Antonio Spurs, mm, whatever, right? In that time span, last 5 games, they 2 and 3. I expect their defense to get worse right now. I don't know how they pulled off that shit they pulled off last night, but more power to them, right? But at the end of the day, um, they don't have a problem with going small. I see, like I said, Mama Vesky last night. I thought he would get more time. Biombo got the time, and then um and then um and then what's the boy's name? He went out there and played 28 minutes. Jeremy Sohan, right? So he played 28 minutes. If they want to stay small like this, Detroit gonna have to. They're gonna have to import. Yeah, they're gonna have to. They have to put the bigs on them, man. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day here, like, man, at the end of the day, they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to. Detroit gonna have to. Gonna have to put Jalen Duran to work, right? That's my assumption. Now, um, not this year, but last year, last few years, whatever the case may be, his points prop sitting at 12 and a half. He gave them 30. He's giving them 21 and 17 rebounds, 9 and 12, right? You can look at his points plus rebounds or anything like that. Looking at defense versus position in general, points to the center position. San Antonio Spurs are giving up the fourth most points to the center position. Now, you know, Wemby was out there on the perimeter, things like that, right? He was on the perimeter, things like that. How do they combat this? I don't know what the game plan will be today. I think San Antonio knew last night that Phoenix didn't have a problem with going small, right? Phoenix didn't have a problem with going small. They had versatile guys that they could switch over to. Um, what's going to happen tonight, though, right? What's going to happen tonight? Now, I say this to say, I said it yesterday. If things get out of hand, right? So, Bassey, he's the guy. He's the rebound guy, right? He's the rebound guy. He's coming off injury and things of that nature. Biombo, he got the start. I would have started Mamu Shevetsky, Veli, whatever his name is. But Biombo got to start on the 10 day or some shit, right? He's on the 10 day, you know what I'm saying? He got the 16 minutes. Um, the thing that hurt me was he didn't even play. Mamu didn't even play, right? And he hasn't played since the 12th. But, you know, and then Bassey has been, he's out for Thursday's game, right? So, how they gonna combat this? I expect Biombo to have more to get more minutes here, right? I expect Biombo to get some more minutes here, and I expect Mamu to probably get some minutes too, man. Straight up. Um, or they're gonna try to run this small ball shit, cause they try to run the small ball shit, then that's a different story, right? And that's going to put some pressure on us and our props, depending on how Durant is playing. If he ain't playing well, they can go small too. And beneficiaries when they go small, it goes back to guys like um, Azura Thompson. You know, guys like him can be big time beneficiaries from being small because he plays big, right? He can rebound the ball. You turn your head, he can give you 10 rebounds, right? So, going back to you, Lucci and Greg point there, his rebounds could very well be in play. His minutes can be sporadic sometimes 28, 22, 23, 27. He was coming back from injury. I think he's good to go now. It's just on account of how they need him. Dennis Schroeder is another addition to this team that can come in and take some minutes away from somebody, right? Wherever they need him at. I mean, Cade Cunningham is safe, but I seen a sub where Dennis Schroeder came in for Thompson and shit like that, right? Then sure that can be used for defensive purposes and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Now, from a matchup standpoint, I just like I say, I got to like Jalen Duran in some shape, form, or fashion. You get this double double as a parlay piece, you know what I'm saying? But can he be that guy that they can, impose their will and make him be a dominant player versus a smaller team, right? That's what we have to see. So, these rotations and shit like that, just got to see how that's going to work. Cade Cunningham, I love the spot for Cade Cunningham. I like the spot for Cade Cunningham. I don't see any guards over there that they have that can guard him. I mean, Chris Paul's none of that shit. I don't think they can guard him, and vice versa when it comes to somebody like Fox. I don't think they have anybody that can guard Fox. You got Dennis Schroeder in the fold. He's supposed to be a pretty good defender or whatever the case may be, but whatever. Is he gonna get the time? Whatever the case may be. So it is what it is. You got to figure that out. But points wise to the point guard position here, San Antonio Spurs around the middle of the pack. Um, Rebound chances and things like that have been there for them. 3 pointers, right? Guards have been hitting the 3 pointers there. Assists almost 10, right? And then when you talk about defenders, like Cade Cunningham is not the best defender either. They're top 10 on the season and versus versus point guards when it comes to guarding them, and they're giving up the second most threes to the point guard position. So I did see Fox get busy. You know, even though he's probably going to be the two, but I did see Fox get busy in the 3 point from the three from beyond the arc yesterday. I believe he hit 2 or 3 of them. Don't quote me on that. Points wise, hmm, Detroit. Let's see, rebounds. Detroit. Okay, let's take a look at so let's see. For a parlay piece, I'm gonna throw that over there. I would consider getting to a double double for him. So I'll put that over there as a parlay piece, as a lean, right? Um, Let me start back from the top here. Cade Cunningham. Um, Point guards here. San Antonio with point guards with a line of 1.5. It's a parlay piece right now, but guards are over this line 7 of their last 10 games. So I couldn't talk you off the 1.5 threes for Cade Cunningham. It'll be 2.5 soon, right? The points prop. He's got a ton of volume going on here, as well as the assists, right? We know he drops dimes. Versus San Antonio, he's faced this team. Interesting. Hasn't faced this team in the last 2 years. Hasn't faced this team. That's interesting, right? So, lately, you got the Chicago Bulls, right? So, Chicago Bulls, he took 14 shots, 19 shots versus the Bulls the second game. Last 10 games, he's averaging um, last 10 games, he's averaging 23 field goal attempts, huh? So, versus in the last 10 games, defense, uh, point guards are averaging 15.8 field goal attempts. So, let's just say 20 field goal attempts, right? He's averaging 23 field goal attempts. Hmm. Let's say, hmm, let's say 20, right? More than 20. Let's say 20. Let's say 19. Let's say 19. This season, last 10 games, point guards are over their 3 point line. Game 8 of 10, and the points line at 4 of 10. His points props in at 26.5. Don't know if I'll get there. Um, Rebounds over in 5 of 10. What's his rebound line? 5.5. He's 50% to that number in his last 10. Mm. What about combos? 6 of 10, 6 of 10, 6 of 10. Mm. Interesting. Interesting. Um, Hardaway. His points prop. Let me see. San Antonio Spurs. 9.5 point line. I can see him getting there. That's just a Hardaway. That's just if you do or you don't, right? You want to get there or not. Thompson. His points line is 11.5. He's been balling as of late, right? Shout out to Thompson, man. Mm. Shout out to Thompson. So where's he getting busy at? Let's take a look at that. Thompson's getting busy and points in the paint, right? This is important, right? All his buckets coming from points in the paint. 7 of 9, 7 of 8. He getting busy, right? Let's see something. Paint points. Who was that? San Antonio Spurs? San Antonio Spurs. Paint points. San Antonio Spurs. Paint points in the paint. Yeah, he been clowning. And oh boy was uh Lucci, that's what he was saying. Points plus rebounds. Points plus rebounds at his points plus rebounds at 14 and a half. So shout out to Lucci, man, for just finding the read, right? Oh, it says 17 and a half. Where did you see that at? It says 17 and a half points plus rebound. That might have been a goblin. Let me see. Thompson. Mm. What's his fancy score? Four of his last five games. Oh, four straight in the PRAs. That goes back to like I always say, man. They'll tell you when they put you on a minutes limit, but they ain't gonna tell you when they take you off. This game don't count here, so he. Let's see something small forward. San Antonio Spurs over the course of the season giving up the most rebounds to the small forward position. San Antonio Spurs. That's over the course of the season. What about the last 10 games? But Wimby's going to be out. So these numbers are going to change, right? Last month, they're giving up the fourth most rebounds to the small forward position, the Spurs. I don't look too much into the small forward position when it comes to DVP. It's just something for me to look at, but I don't take too much into it because that's one of my least, probably one of my least bet on. You know what I'm saying? But you can't deny. What about some of his rebound chances? Um, 9 versus the Bulls, 6 versus the Bulls. Like that was a blowout beatdown too, though, right? Let's see. 22 minutes there, 23 minutes here. That's another thing. His minutes fluctuate. But 10 rebound chances there, 10, 15. Charlotte, Philly, and Cleveland. How many minutes did he play that game? Charlotte, Philly, and Cleveland. Charlotte 23, Philly 27, Cleveland 27. That's where I want to see him at. At least 27 minutes. Give me my motherfucking. Give me a chance. Okay, Thompson. Thompson is somebody we can look at. Am I gonna bet on him? Judging what he's been doing, boy, he's been crushing it, man. So I can't talk you off that number, man. Let me see. Rebounds and assists here. Points plus rebounds. The line is at 17 and a half in spots. He's been crushing it, bro. He's been crushing it. Um, teams Small forwards versus this team here. These guys have been last 10 games they're averaging 19.8. Who was that? Oh, that's points plus. That's Franz. Franz got busy on that. So I wanted to bet Franz today. What did Franz do? Franz got busy. He had 33 and 12. Um, Tatum, go figure, right? Um, oh, Royce O'Neal whopped their ass for about six, seven threes last night, right? He got busy on them. He had six threes. Mm. So we'll see, man. I mean, I could toss it over there as a lean so we don't forget. I'll toss it over there as a lean. He's been all his points come in the paint, as you can see. All his points come in the paint, bro. I like it though. I like it. It's one of my type of players, man. You know, I like it. Let's see something. Yeah, we had to talk about that. We didn't get there, but with everybody back into the fold, I can see instances where he definitely goes under. So shout out to you for that. Um, so some of his averages, right, on the season, Azure Thompson. Um, well, you can see where he's getting his money at. Pull up points, nope. Catch and shoot points, not even a point. These are averages. Driving points, about two. He doesn't get that tick like that. It's starting to come back around. But whenever he scores, like he's averaging 7 points in the paint. That's some of his averages when it comes to usage, pull ups, catch and shoot points, drive points, points in the paint, etc. Assists, da 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 da. We also have, yeah, we definitely got his potentials and things like that, and drive points and individual by game. So as you can see, his points in the paint are just about who he is, right? Uh, 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 19 points here versus Chicago, 14 from in the paint. 16 points versus Chicago, um, 14 was in the paint. 16 points versus Charlotte, 14 was in the paint. See what I'm saying? So he gets busy in that area. So, uh, hmm. And all those points, I can imagine there's a few dimes uh, coming from Cade there. So we could definitely look at that. 14 and a half line for Tobias Harris. Um, hasn't faced this team this year. Um, right off the back, at the power forward position, you can see Green, right? And there's some guys that hit this points prop here. Uh, I wouldn't expect Horford to hit that, and I wouldn't expect uh, Keyshawn George to hit that point prop. But 8 of the last 10 guys has hit this points prop, right? So let me take a look here. So numbers over the course of the season are reflecting that. But you can also fact check things, right? Where the fuck is San Antonio Spurs? Okay. Rebounds, they've been getting rebounded out of the power forward position at random, right? Top 10 there. How about the last 3 weeks? Let's fact check that, right? Bam. Last 3 weeks they've been hurting. Power forward position, right? San Antonio Spurs. Um, 32 points to that position. I guess this is per 48. The rebounds, probably number one, San Antonio Spurs. Rebound chances, assists, almost damn this. Damn. They've been giving up assists like that. Philly too. Potential assists have been green. So, um, Tobias Harris gets a decent enough usage. And as you can see, the green has been in the points in the rebound category. We can take a look here and we take a look here to the combo section, points plus rebounds, we green, right? We green, sitting at 19 and a half. Uh, Tobias Harris has hit this number in general in eight of his last 10 games. They've given this number up in 8 of his last 10 games. Am I gonna bet it? I don't know, right? But it's a spot, so I'll put the spot over there, right? I'll put the spot over there. We know it's a good spot, right? We know it's a good spot. I do think he got enough usage to hit this number here. The rebound prop, what is it at 5.5 at plus money? Mm, he's only forced. He's doing most of this damage in points, and I like to see it. You know what I'm saying? But the Bulls, he got 20 points on the Bulls. Philly and Charlotte, neither one of these, all three of these teams, he did what he's supposed to do. Philly, Charlotte, and the Bulls versus power forwards here. Let's take a look, because sometimes you gotta fact check some shit, right? So when you look at the points wise, Philly, Charlotte, and the Bulls, right? Philly, Charlotte, and the Bulls. Philly, Charlotte, and the Bulls, right? Points over the course of the season, they getting murdered. Guess what? He went out there, Philly, Charlotte, and the Bulls. He went out there and did what he's supposed to do. So I can't knock him right there. I can see instances where he can get there versus Philly. I mean, Atlanta as well. Pace up matchup. We've been betting Paolo versus Atlanta. We've seen what Paolo did in these last 2 games versus Atlanta. So Atlanta's probably in the fold right there as well, right? So taking a look back at the defensive position, Atlanta is right there, right? Okay, so we don't expect him to do that shit versus Cleveland. He got the red 8 right there, right? Dallas, we'll look into that in a second. But Indy is one of those teams that's not good versus power forward either. As you can see, Indy is right there, right? So the most of the teams that he's played, he went out there and did what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Versus these teams. You know what I'm saying? He went out there and did what he's supposed to do. So I can't knock him for that, right? Um, can't knock him for that. That's why his numbers look so good. He's been having a great matchup after great matchup, just like every fucking night, right? The 2 red ones was for Cleveland, both games, right? So, and then I don't know, man. I don't know what the Dallas was dealing with. I could definitely go look and see what happened. Gafford was there. Washington was there. Okay, whatever, right? What was the score of that game? 102 to 117. I would say he's 2A, 2B over here, right? Tobias Harris when it comes to, a usage standpoint. One second. You haven't seen me the schedule, so I don't know. Unless it's on my email. So, um, hmm, let me see something here. Last 15 games. Cleveland, trash. Orlando, trash. Atlanta, meh. Houston, trash. Phoenix, I would expect them to get busy on Phoenix. Indy, whatever, right? Mm, okay. In that time span, what about the rebounds? 5.5. Mm, okay, I guess. Interesting outlook, man. Sometimes you gotta fact check that green, man. All money ain't good money. That's what I would say in that sense. Streaming, I'll check it out in a little while. Damn. But hadn't faced these guys this year, and if from I haven't faced these guys this year, and you know, hey, um, just judging by the last 3 weeks here, what San Antonio's been doing, San Antonio ain't been looking good. Uh, when it comes to defending these power forwards. How about the last month? Will it change? Who knows? With Wemby out, will it change? Last month, they just been getting beat. They've been getting beat from the power forward position, man. Last 6 weeks, let's see. San Antonio Spurs been getting beat for a while in the power forward position. We'll see what's gonna happen. We'll see what's gonna happen. I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen, right? Um, I put it over there because he's in a good spot. Let me move from this shit. Oh, he said Castle's forced into a better role right here. So he said 15 and a half points. I don't know. He had 10 rebounds yesterday. And that's that Phoenix shit. See, I'm not no fan of Phoenix, man. I don't like what the fuck they did yesterday either. Who they got over there? Budenholzer? He over there panicking. He over there panicking. But Castle here, I can't really put a read on Castle. The assist here is gonna be, yeah. Point guards look good, right? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't pull the trigger on his points yesterday. Keep an eye out on that, right? I love this spot for Chris Paul yesterday. Um, I love this spot for Chris Paul yesterday. Um, with the Wemby news, just knowing he'd have to be a little bit aggressive versus this team or whatever offensively. He took 10 shots, right? Uh, the assist, yes, please, right? Like, he's been balling, right? He's getting 7.5 assists right now at plus money. Um, right now, Detroit is they haven't given up a lot of assists as of late. Who they've been seeing? Giddy, we don't know, right? Trey Young, 9. He had to score a lot that game. I Garland, I don't know what he wants to do half of the time, right? Maxey don't know what he wants to do half of the time. But this is a high assist line at 7.5. And if can't no point guard in the world hit it, it would, he can hit it. Now pause. But um, the 9.5 point line is very low. If needed be for Chris Paul to be aggressive offensively, I definitely think he can get there. The 1.5 threes, point guards have hit this 1.5 3 line versus this team. 9 of their last 10 games, and the rebound line versus this team, 6 of their last 10 games. Right. So PRAs, points, uh, points plus rebounds, points, PRAs, whatever the case may be, could be in play here. Cade Cunningham is not my favorite defender. You're going to see a lot of green here because these lines are really, really low, right? But I can filter it because, Chris Paul offensively is not the highest usage player. So he's probably, I could filter this to around, I couldn't even tell you for Chris Paul, truth be told. I couldn't even tell you, bro. I could not. I don't know whether to put it on 10 shots, 8 shots, 9 shots. Let's try 8. He ain't taking no more than 8 shots, 9 shots, 10 shots. Let's just say filter it by 10 shots between. I'll say between 5 and 10 shots. That's what Chris Paul gonna do, right? 5 and 10 shots. Let's see what we come up then. But it's harder to predict. I shouldn't even be looking at him for offensive numbers. But guards who's taking 5 or 10 shots versus this defense, between 5 and 10 shots, you got a hit rate of 6 of 10 to this 10 points. The 3 point, so it's like they really, really, point guards are really hitting threes versus this team, right? At least the 1.5, right? And 7 of 10 to the 1.5 threes. Um, it averages out at about 29 minutes. He's playing about 29 minutes at average, so that looks on par. Um, But long story short is Chris Paul. So, you got to step into that Chris Paul state of mind and see what you really want to do in this spot. Taking a look at the defensive versus position here. Assist wise, Detroit. Detroit. Hmm. How about lately? No. How about threes? Detroit. There we go. Over the course of the season, Detroit giving up the second most threes. And that was proof in the pudding right there, right? They're giving up the second most threes. We can also take a look at lately, last 3 weeks. How about that? Detroit, top 10. How about last 6 weeks there? Detroit, still top 10. Last 6 weeks, Detroit, it's about a month and a half. And points, right? San Antonio Spurs, too. San Antonio Spurs, too. So, okay. Chris Paul's a veteran. He knows what to do and whatever right now. I expect Cade Cunningham to be on Chris Paul. I expect him to be on Chris Paul for sure. And neither one of these backcourts, I'm not a fan of the defense of neither one of these backcourts, which further lets me know that somebody like Darren Fox should get busy. He should go to work. Truth be told, he should go to work. Truth be told, he should go to work. I ain't even gonna lie, right? Coming off a 26-point game, 19 shots versus the Phoenix Suns here. Uh, excuse me. Versus Detroit. Um, he's seen these guys. December 26th. He had 26 points, 6 rebounds. Excuse me. Yeah, but I can see instances where he could get busy in this spot. They got him listed as a 2 guard there, but it's not going to be your average 2 guard, right? So without Wemby, um, you should be able to see Fox get busy, bro. So I don't know who they put on Fox. I wonder who they put on Fox, man. Uh, yeah, I don't I wonder who they put on Fox. I wonder, but let's see. He's averaging. Excuse me, I don't know what that was. Um, let's say the last 3 games, right? He's probably averaging. The last 3 games, he's probably averaging. Well, he took 19 shots yesterday without Wemby, so that's clear, right? Let's say 17 shots at least. Let's say 17 shots. Shooting guards. So they have shooting guards are averaging 11 and a half shots uh, versus Detroit's defense. Let's say the Detroit's defense giving up 17 shots, right? Let's say 17 shots. Field goal attempt, 17. Detroit's defense. Now, when guards are taking 17 shots, um, they're getting busy. His points probably sitting at 24 and a half, though. It's a lot, right? But they're still getting busy, right? The rebound prop at 4.5, they eight to 10 to that number in that time span. 2.5 threes at plus 140, which he did hit. He took 7 threes last game yesterday without Wemby, but um, man, 6 to 10 to the 3 point line, and his regular points line guys are 8 of 10, 7 of 10, right? Got some nice numbers in there. You got a 53 from Ant, you got a 35 from uh, Booker, a 26 from Beal, a 28 from Brown, Jaylen Brown, a 31, so on and so forth, man. A 38 and a 40 from Tyler Hero. So, I mean, it's Fox. Like, what do you want, right? What do you want me to say? So he did have 9 rebounds yesterday. Wow. They did go small. So I ain't going to take too much into that. The assist prop here, let's see. 6.5. I can't. I can, but I can't. So I like Fox. I do like Fox. And I don't have to look in do these filters and all that shit to know that I like Fox, bro. It's just do I want to get to that 24 and a half? Somebody who should get a tad bit more usage is Devin Vassell here, and he might get the matchup with Thompson, right? Devin Vassell did take 14 shots. I can see him taking 12 to at least 13 shots a game going forward the rest of the season. He's a 3-point threat. As you can see, small forwards are averaging 8 field goal attempts versus this team. Defensive, I could see Devin Vassell getting at least 13 shot attempts here. So I could definitely filter that to people who getting like I could be generous and say more than 12, right? More than 12 field goal attempts here. But Vassell's points prop is at 16 and a half. Uh, you know, so let's see. Field goal attempts, I say 12. Small forwards with 12 field goal attempts or more. Their last 10 games, they're 6 to 10 to this number here. The 3-point, um, mm, two of 10, and we know he can hit the three. Rebounds, not the best rebounder. Vassell ain't the best rebounder. He can't, his ceiling is around 4 the last 10 games. But they're giving up rebounds at 3.5. They're giving that rebound up, right? 3.5 at plus 112. Small forwards have hit this line versus these guys in 8 of their last 10 games. People who have taken 12 shots or more. Um, I'd imagine the minutes allotment would be up too. That's around 33 minutes, and he's averaging about 32 minutes, so that's on par. So this is a weakness, a defensive weakness here. And then you look at combos, rebounds and assists. They not people who taking 12 shots, small forwards taking 12 shots or more. They over this rebounds and assist line. I mean, I don't know how this translates over from rebounds and assists from 12 shot attempts to rebounds and assists, but I guess it is what it is. Um, hmm, interesting. 9 of 10 rebounds and assists. This boy ain't getting nowhere near that shit. Ain't no way. I can't bet that at all. But yeah, so let's see here. Over the course of the season, Detroit been good. Last month, Detroit been okay there. I still think he can hit his 3-point prop, but I'm not something I'm gonna be betting on. So he must have started yesterday, I believe. I don't know. I don't know who started, man. But Jeremy Shohan could be a wild card here. He's a guy who can go out there and give you. Mm, he can give you 10 rebounds. He can give you 10 rebounds in a spot, but I don't know. What's his lines? Mm, they're not out here. He played 28 minutes yesterday, 5 of 8, 5 rebounds. He hit a three. Rebound chances, don't have his rebound chances from yesterday, but he had 20 rebound chances versus Charlotte, 11 rebounds versus Atlanta. Rebound chances, I mean, and 13, 7, and 12. So, mm, okay. I don't know. That 1.5 3-pointer for Harrison Barnes can be enticing. 4 straight games, 7 of his last 10, and Detroit has given up 1.5 threes to the power forward position in 8 of their last 10 games. So I can see instances where he can hit that 1.5 threes. So that's something we can take a look at there as well. Harrison Barnes, I put that over there. Harrison Barnes 1.5 threes. Detroit over the course of the season, they're green. They're green. So I added that. And lately, the attempts, I like the attempts lately. I mean, 7, 8, 4, 10, whatever, right? Historically versus Detroit, not so good, right? Last year, or when it all fails, what's his raw points line at 12 and a half? I just can't do it, man. I'd rather take his 2 threes, man, straight up. Points plus rebounds. Take a look at their combos. 60% to that number. And points plus rebounds. Um, Detroit. Um, first of all, they not good. Detroit not good versus the power forward. Let's get that out the way. They number one across the season and giving up points. Let's get that shit out the way right now. That ain't nobody but Tobias Harris, bro, with bad defense. But they number one in giving up points to the power forward position. They rebounds green, rebound chances green, potential assists, threes, and 3-point attempts are green. If you want to look at the last month here and see how Detroit has fared, they still top three. That means they still ass and still giving up, threes and shit like that. So um, that's something that kind of lines up for the rest of the season there. So I like it, right? All the way throughout the season. I know I know he's not the highest usage player, um, um, Harrison Barnes, but at the end of the day, for being in a good spot, he's in a good spot. I'll put it there, right? I put the threes over there already. He's in a good spot. Noah Toronto says, Toronto, don't let me butcher your name, bro. But he says, I like Sabonis over 14 rebounds. We'll get to that one for sure. And Noah, Jordan Clarkson over 2.5 threes. I can't talk you off of that. Sabonis over 14 rebounds. I got you. I got your drift, my guy. I got your drift. Shout out to Noah. I don't know if you watch this all the time or you slide all the time, but shout out to you for chiming in, man. Love it. Love everybody to come and participate. So I got some plays to the side here in this one. The next game here, uh, this game here, I don't want too much parts of. Our first glance here, what I do know is Sengun has gave this boy the business. I think, yeah, right. So we got Houston 3-point favorites at home, over under 220. Um, who is this? Team total for Minnesota 108, and team total for um, um, the Houston Rockets at 111, right? So let's just go to the props here. He just gave them 16 points. Who was in? No. Oh, okay. Oh, Anthony Edwards did play. 114 and 127. I got his full schedule. Hmm. So at the end, really, we do got some additions though. That's one thing. Um, Houston, Houston, Houston. Mm. So they'll be Fred VanVleet off the injury report, right? And what's the name off the injury report? Bismack Biyombo has signed a second 10-day contract with the Spurs. A second 10-day contract. Okay, whatever. Um, hmm. I don't want to get caught up in this Conley shit, man. He's 50% to this number versus this team. He just sent it. I don't want to get caught up in this Conley rapture. All that green is because his numbers and his usage is down, so don't get it twisted. Um, 27 minutes, about 7 shots. They got point guards at around 15 shots. So I'm not gonna I'm not getting it good enough into that. Interesting though that the rebound prop 2.5 at one minus 118. Um, Point guards are over this line and point guards are over this line in 7 of the last 10 games here. Mm. Let me see his rebounds. He 50% to this number versus them. I don't know how comfortable I feel with that, but I mean it's 2.5 rebounds. If you want to get that, uh, be my guest. I will. Man, I'll put it over there. I'll put it over there. Conley, his 1.5 threes. Mm. Let me see something. Point guards. Houston. Rebound chances. Threes. Mm. How about since Fred Van Vliet been out? Been about 2 weeks. Okay. It ain't nothing but 2 threes though, right? It's 2 threes. Conley's line so damn low. I'm not betting that shit, man. Anthony Edwards. I'm a little bit more interested in this Rudy Gobert matchup here in Shingun. Historically, Shingun and Rudy Gobert, I think Shingun's been going upside his damn head, right? But rebounding, he should be able to, right? So yeah, I mean his rebound sitting at 11 and a half. Don't know how I feel about that. Lately he hasn't been hitting it. Well, he got a 16 rebound game versus him back then, but and this is versus Houston, right? So if I take some numbers, that's all I'm really focused on. Actually, is versus Houston when it comes to Rudy Gobert. So I just wanted to check some of his numbers historically, uh, and then I want to take a look at Alpin Shingo, right? Versus Minnesota. 16 and 10 last time they two teams played. What's the line on his double double? Minus 130. He's got four double doubles in a row versus this team. I'll put that over there as an okay spot for him. I'll put that over there as an okay spot for him. I think he can get there. So he's a candidate, right? He's a double double candidate. These are his numbers versus them, though. December 27th, he worked his ass over, right? He gave him 38, 22, 15. He been balling. From somebody to come in the league versus Rudy Gobert, he's giving 15 points or better in every game. I can't deny that, right? So he's been giving them good work, right? So uh, looks like maybe a double double candidate if you want to get there or not. The points props in at 18 and a half, around that average at 20 and a half versus them. If you want to get there, be my guest. Um, I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger. It's not one of my favorite games here. Um, Not one of my favorite games here. Not at all. Let me see something. Smith Jr. has been cleared to play at Friday's game against the Timberwolves after missing the last 22 games with a hand injury. Smith will make his long-awaited return to the floor against Minnesota before going down with the injury, whatever, right? So um, I know there's not a minutes limit on him. Let's see something. Because I know I read that. Underdog NBA Smith. Okay, I thought I read that. I thought I read that, so I did not. Okay. Nisi Ian. Okay. All right. So I thought I read that. So we got Smith back, uh, and oh, Fred VanVleet is out. Wait, what's today? Friday? Yep. Hmm. Okay. Uh, I thought Fred VanVleet's out, y'all. My bad. I mean, was in. So okay, I'm tripping. All right. So Thompson. What's his assist been like versus Minnesota? Five. What is it at? 5.5. I don't like it. Minus 166 is juice to the under, so I don't like it. Um, I don't like it. I do lean to the under there, right? I lean to the under there. Um, I gotta send my son this bread real quick, y'all. Not my favorite game here, but those are two plays I don't mind getting to. Not my favorite game though. How has Anthony Edwards shot the three versus this team? 4 for 8, 5 for 12, three for. I couldn't talk you off the threes for Anthony Edwards. The volume is there, right? Oh, no problem, my guy. No problem, my guy. No problem. No problem, man. That's what I'll do it for. It's a long. I'm doing. It's been a long stream today because usually I haven't looked at the slate, so this is like a first. Most of the time I look at the slate, then I come in and I'm a little bit more fluid, but I'm not as fluid today. But you guys get a chance to see the process. Um, some of the process, right? I'm considering starting to get on streaming around 8 a.m. That's what I'm considering starting to stream around 8 a.m. Truth be told, but I'm glad it's been a help for you. It's a help for me too, bro. Straight up. I have to go through this. I have to go through the slate no matter what. You know what I'm saying? For my, even though we do this every day, I still have to go through the slate personally for myself every day. So I mean, not my favorite game. If you guys want to do anything, whatever the case may be, it is what it is, right? Man, that 3 rebounds for Conley, I want to put that over there just for a reminder. I'm gonna put that over there, right, for a reminder that I might want to go there with his 1.5 threes. I might want to go there. No problem, y'all. No problem, my guys. I fuck with y'all. OKC and Utah, man. This is gonna be interesting, man. I like this spot. I like this challenge, right? Gonna be for my guy. I'm gonna look at I didn't look at the numbers last night for Kessler because I didn't wanna pull the trigger, truth be told. But let's see, right? I think Chet's gonna be out there. I think this is a spot where my boy Walker Kessler might be able to pop out here, right? I'm not scared of the spot. Personally, I'm not scared of the spot, but betting on it, it is what it is, right? So um, he did get his boys 17 and 15 on January, so we know that's one thing, right? He's gave them 17. He gave him hefty double doubles in back to back games. So shout out to my boy, right? If these motherfuckers wasn't tanking, um, I like it though, bro. I like it, man. His rebound sitting at 10 and a half. I couldn't talk. Let me see what happened that game, January. Who was playing? Mm, right. There was no okay. Hardenstein wasn't playing. But see, I'm not scared of Hardenstein. Truth be told, I'm not too scared of Hardenstein. I think you can get if you're that good of a rebounder, I think you can get your boards on him, right? Mm, okay. So they've been looking good. But I know how to fix this shit. Let me see. Well, Hardenstein hadn't played that many games, right? Let me go up here and look at Hardenstein real quick. Put some filters on his ass. I ain't too scared of him though. True, my guy is Kessler is my guy, bro. I ain't gonna stunt. Versus Utah, he gave him 14 and 12. Who played that game? Kessler has 6 and 7, only 16 minutes though. And Hardenstein, of course, playing for Tibbs, you're gonna get 100 minutes, but he played 29. He played 29 minutes. They were tanking. Mm, okay. Well, it's a few spots we could take a look at here too, because John Collins is probably going to be one of those guys that's going to be in the rebound. Oh, he's got a guard Chet. Oh, I forgot about Chet. Um. Okay, so um. Now, uh, how about let's filter it to this season for Hardenstein. These are the games he played this season. Okay. Um. Hmm. Let's take a look at Kessler, my boy Kessler, right? So, um, Kessler. Let's take a look at some of his averages. So Kessler's averaging. He's averaging 20. You might as well say 21 rebound chances. Almost 12 rebounds. So he's converting around about half his rebounds, over half his rebound chances, right? Um, some of his rebound chances lately, 25 rebound chances versus the Lakers, 20 versus the Lakers, 28 versus Phoenix, 23 versus Golden State, 26, 25, 17, 18, 26, 18, 18, 23, 25, whatever, right? Okay. So, the rebound chances. He's averaging 21 rebound chances. Okay. How about hmm, interesting. I don't know how to filter this one. Hmm. OKC, rebound chances, filter rebound chances. Let's go more than 17. Let's go more than 17 rebound chances, right? Oh shit. Okay. Um so January 1st, Carl Anthony Towns, 21 rebounds. January 1st, Hartenstein did not play that game. Joker, December 30th, 22 rebounds. Hartenstein did not play that game. Okay. All right. January 5th, Hartenstein. Wait a minute. Okay. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. I did that all wrong. I did that all wrong. I'm sorry. Don't take it to nothing I said there. Wait a minute. No, I was right. Wait a minute. January 5th versus Boston. January 5th. OKC. No. No. I did that all wrong. I did that all wrong. I did that all wrong. All wrong. Don't take nothing. This is their defense. I'm so sorry. Their defense. 17 rebound chances. Let me see. 17 rebound chances. Their defense. Woo! Tried to get too smart right there, bro. Tried to get too smart right there. Tried to get too smart. Glad I caught myself. Their defense. Um, 17 rebound chances. 17. 17 rebound chances. Okay. Obviously, Hartenstein didn't play this game. January 3rd, Hartenstein did play. He played 31 minutes, he had 14 rebounds, and Karl Anthony Towns had 22 rebounds. They got busy. Um, okay. December 23rd, Valanciunas had 17 rebounds. Hartenstein had 11. His rebound prop was at 10 and a half. Oh, February 13th at the 4. Um, Nas Reed had 14 rebounds. And that's the thing, because arguably, especially without Chat, I ain't gonna say I would love power forwards, without Chat. Um, let's see. Okay, Harden. Okay, okay. Hey, so I think he can get there, bro. At 10 and a half, I think he can get there. And all these guys had double doubles too, man. I think he can get there at 10 and a half. The double double, what would you get the double double for? Here on FanDuel. Oh shit. Plus 130. I probably would stick to the rebounds though. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see. 10 rebounds minus two 15, and then 10 rebounds for Hardenstein at minus 146. I know who Walker Kessler is, bro. It's just if these boys want to play, if the organization want to play, you know what I'm saying? If they want to give him his 30 minutes, that's all I could ask for. Give me his 30 minutes. I'm taking the 10 and a half, man. I don't care. I'll take an L on that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and that's juiced up already. So I gotta feel like if I want to lay that juice, man, you know, 10. I'm gonna use the 10 in a parlay piece. Um, um, hmm. John Collins versus OKC. 15 and 22 points. Um, hmm. None of those games were with Chet. My boy said, I don't care, bro. I'm OKC so I'm taking Collar 8 assists. He gave me 8 assists on the 22nd, man. He did play, what? How many minutes he played? 23? What happened there? It was a big blowout. Just can y'all come in here and stick around for a little while, man? Come on, stay for a while, man. Straight up. Let me see. Eubanks, Kessler, but there was no, right. Kessler had 15 boards. How many minutes Kessler played? 31. Okay. Isaiah Collar played 23. Oh, no, he only had 2 assists. I'm tripping. He only had 2 assists. Mm, mm. That was January 26th. 22nd. Hmm. He was getting busy before then, too. Damn, he only had 2 assists. Shh. Them motherfuckers. I don't know, bro. OKC fully healthy, man. I don't know what I want to do with OKC. It'll probably be a live betting situation for me. I'm gonna look at the rebounds here. It's probably gonna be a live betting situation for me. Let's go back to the last 10 games here. Chet, he played 24 minutes. He played 22 minutes, 24, 22, 25, and 30. He should be ready to go. Line sitting at 15 and a half here. Uh, Rebound line sitting at 7.5 here. Mm. Went out and had 12 rebounds versus Minnesota. Mm. Rebound sitting at 7.5 here. Points line sitting at 15 and a half. I couldn't talk you off his points line or whatever the case may be. What about the assist prop here for SGA? How about, let's take a look at that since we got Chet in the fold here. So, he's got back-to-back games with 9 assists. Um, Chet played versus uh, Miami. Did Chet play that game? No, he did not. Chet played this game versus Minnesota. Hmm. So, um, do I like the for Chet? Do I like the points or rebounds or points plus rebound? Mm. What is his assist prop? 6.5. Hit this in 3 of his last 4. 6 assists or better in 4 of his last 5. I don't know if I want to get there. Truth be told, I don't know if I want to get there. Maybe I just want to live bet this game and take the rebounds for Kessler. I think I want to take the rebounds for Kessler. What is his rebounds on Prize Picks? 11. What about what's that boy's name? Allen. All right. I don't want to get too invested in this game. Um, I can see instances where Utah could probably make this a game too. And who I would probably take a look at for points would be matter of fact, let me see who the fuck's in first and foremost. Sexton's out. Okay, Sexton's out. What Utah do you want to see? Utah that want to make this a game, or what? Um, so Clarkson. Shit. Who played that game, man? Who played that game versus OKC? Who played that game? Who played this game? Yeah. Colin had 18. Markman, Flipowski. There was no. All right, well, whatever, man. I'm not gonna get too invested in this one. Sacramento Kings at um um um. I mean y'all know what I'm talking about. Where is that Kings? It's starting to lag out, man. Let's see. Let's try to get some of these player props and stuff loaded up, man. All right. Okay. So, Joey threes. Joey who? Joey. Joey. Joe. Isaiah Joe. Yeah, I'll be on the lookout for it. The opening line's probably low as hell. Probably want to take it now if you want to sprinkle a little bit on it. $5 or something. Okay. What do we know? Um, we know that uh, we know that these boys been giving up the three. Okay. And defensively, I'm not scared of these guys, right? So let's look at the 3-point made in general. Sacramento, Utah. That's Utah. Yeah. So Greg, yeah. There's Utah right there. This is in general, no positionality. Utah's giving up the three, the second most threes. Washington on the season, the first most threes. Well, guess what? Sacramento's giving up the most threes in general on the season, right? Points wise, the most points. Sacramento is creeping into the fold. How about lately? Let's look at lately, right? Last month, Sacramento third in giving up points. Um, Sacramento um, assist top. This is a team. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in assists. Um, yeah, right. So they've been giving it up. That's how about the last 2 weeks or whatever the case may be. Lately, since the trade or whatever the case may be. Points, Sacramento still green. Rebounds, I wouldn't be looking for that there. Of course, they got some bonus. All right, whatever. So we know that historically, these guys is giving up, you know, threes and shit. Um, so who's there, right? you got you got your boy. You got your boy, Steph Curry. Okay, 4.5 threes is a reasonable play any day for somebody like him. So let's Okay, we're already right there. So lately, Steph Curry has been on fire. Has been in fuego. 6 for 18 for three, 6 for 20, 8 for 16, 6 for 2. But the volume is like whatever, right? So, and then these guys had some battles, okay? Playoff battles, things like that. So we know what the deal is, okay? Lately, though, Steph did go through a point where he's been going through a point where he ain't been looking too good. But but in a spot like this, you could look at his raw points, you could look at his threes, right? Assists, I mean rebounds, you could look at pretty much all that, fancy score or whatever case may be, right? Um, he just started back to turning it on right about here, right? Beginning of February, around the 5th, that's where you're starting to see where he was turning it back on at, okay? Flipping that switch again, right? Feeling good again. So, um, yeah, he's been on the tear, right? 32, 37, 34, 38, 25, and 27. Well, this is the first game back since the All-Star break. So, like I said in the beginning, I was trying to get some of these teams a little bit to try to, get themselves back on track and stuff like that, even coming off the All Star break. So if you feel that way about Curry, then it is what it is. I still think Curry gets his 3 point shots up, right? So I'm gonna have to put the threes over there. I'm gonna have to, right? Here's a guy that's a different animal, a different beast, or whatever you want to call it. The average 3 point attempts versus the power forward point guard position is only set at 6.5. We're talking about a guy who's averaging 13 3 point attempts, right? So since they're that bad, we already pointed out that I don't think we looked at specific point guard position. We could look at point guard numbers over the course of the season. For three, and we'll get now. I remember it was actually so. Was what team is this again? Sacramento. It was actually the two guard, right? It was actually the two guard. Now, if I filter it to the two guard, Sacramento was they were giving up almost 5 threes to the two guard position, and they're second in points. No, they're actually fifth in points, the two guard position. So the two guard position is one that was really burning them up. But it's Steph, you know what I'm saying? So, but you can, make a case for whoever's in the shooting guard position too. So um, Pods will be in that two guard position, and Pods will be shooting a three, right? So his three ball is sitting at 1.5. Just for positionality, I'm going to have to put that over there. And as you can see, the proof is in the pudding. Seven of the last 10 shooting guards went over their 1.5 3 line. Okay, I do want to check out versus Sacramento. He only took 2 3 point attempts in both games there, so we should see a different Pods. Then probably coming off the bench would be Buddy Hield, and versus his old team, he'll probably be in play as well. So I don't know what the start lineup's going to look like. So don't give me the talking. But back to Curry. Curry's going to be in play. I put the 4.5 threes over there. It is what it is, right? Hill jumped on my boy Greg jumped on the 6.5 5.5 rebounds for Jimmy, and that's been a wagon, right? So that's definitely been a wagon. We can look at that if you want to. Um, his lines aren't out all the way across the board, but as you can see, I don't know when the first game he played over there was. Oh, it was the 8th. But his last 3 games, 9, 9, and 8. I don't know what he's gonna do versus this team. I ain't gonna lie. But 2 of his last 3 games, he had 7 rebounds. The rebound chances for him has been up, man. There's the motivation. Uh, the last two, Dallas 16 rebound chances, Houston, and very impressive with 16 rebound chances. So there's definitely some motivation there without a doubt, right? That's the Jimmy you want to see. I want to see his assists though. Uh, that's what I want to see. I want to see his assists. So his assists. We don't have an assist line, but the last 3 games, it's He's got 4 assists or better. I would imagine his assists probably come out 4.5. 5.5. It might have opened up at 4.5. Is that 5.5? What about his rebound line? 5.5? 6.5. Hmm. He put emphasis on that 6 though, so my boy said 6. Yeah, so I could see instances there, but what about the rebounds for Sabonis at 14.5? Damn. I think he's historically smashed these guys though. Let's see. Let me see. Draymond versus Sacramento. Hmm. Um, hmm. Centers. Oh, but you know what though? He gonna have to keep his hands to himself. How's his fouls been looking? I don't know who's gonna start at center. He's gonna start at center. I couldn't. I probably like Draymond Green rebounds a little bit more. So five fouls here, three, three, and three. Damn, would he be playing a full center role? Oh, let me see. I think I like Draymond Green rebounds. Me, because I don't mind targeting centers versus. Uh, so post. Mm, he ain't been playing a lot of minutes, but how would they? Who would they start, man? Draymond, Post, Looney. They gonna have to collectively get busy on this guy here. Looney been playing minutes. He's a robo rebounder. Uh, 9 rebounds, 8 rebounds, 5, 7 in a hurry, right? He Looney comes in there and gets boards in a hurry, man. Trace Jackson Davis, he on a back burner right now. They put him on the back burner. So I guess, yeah, no, he ain't gonna play that. He ain't gonna play that. It'll be a good fight. I still think I don't know. I still think Draymond can take Jimmy though, but they meant the two guys to be getting into it. I don't think they're gonna be getting into it. It ain't hard to bring what I mean. You ain't gonna get those problems with Draymond Green. He brings it. He brings his. They bring similar qualities, man. So that's what's up. That's what's up. I don't know, man. Uh, I don't know, man. I can see instances where I think Draymond Green can get there. Hadn't been getting there though. The last 4 games, 3 games, he hasn't been getting there. But man, that 5.5 rebound line definitely looks enticing. Um, he hit 2 threes on Sabonis. He hit 2 threes versus this team in 4 of his last 5 games. Something to note there. He hit Draymond Green hit two threes or better versus this team. Hmm. What days was these? 11, 20, 11, 11. Okay. None of those were playoff games either. Okay. Okay. Something to note, right? Um, Monk. Oh, Sabonis is what I want to see. Sabonis versus Golden State Warriors. Hmm. He just had 18 rebounds versus them. 13. This is a new Sabonis. Well, not a new Sabonis, but his usage is up. He's been crashing the boards like a madman lately. All his career, truth be told. I can talk about his numbers. That's a high ass number, man. 14.5 is a really, really high number. It's a really high number. Um, Keegan Murray rebound line and the 1.5 threes is a parlay piece. 7 of 10 to that number. this points plus rebound line, where he's hit this number 5 or 10 games versus this team. Lately, what's he been doing? 6 of 10. Mm. I think DeRozan is probably that guy you probably want to look at. 11 and a half points. It's such a low line, man. Such a low line. Um, Power forward's been getting busy on them though. I can see these last two games as of no, but whatever. Who is that? Two weak dudes, man. Um, DeRozan gave him 32 in January. He gave him 33 his last 5 games. Gonna be interesting. Him versus Jimmy. That's gonna be interesting. He'll be matched up with Jimmy. They're gonna have to put Jimmy on him, right? So they're gonna have to put Jimmy on him. Pods on Levine. So this 3.5 rebound line for Levine is interesting, and the 2.5 threes, and and the 2.5 threes. The points, but that 3.5 rebound line is interesting for sure. Uh, he's only 410 to this number, but still. So what do we got here? We got he don't get a lot of rebound chances though. Um, hmm. Threes and rebounds. I don't know if I'll go to his points, even though I could see him being a little bit more aggressive if he got the matchup and they push him in that direction. If they push him in that direction, hmm, what's his shot attempts like? 16. Let's see. Somebody get 16 shot attempts. Damn, that's green. Points, rebounds, and assists green. Somebody that's 16 shot attempts. Last 10 games, he's averaging about 17 shot attempts. How about let's just cap this because that was too green right there. All of them was too green. Let me cap this real quick. Let me cap this off. Field goal attempts between 15 and 20. 15 and 20. Almost got scared right there. 15 and 20. So it seems to be so guys who are taking between 15 and 20 shots, they're over their points line in 7 of 10 versus this team. Over their 2.5 3-point line in 8 of 10. Over their rebound line at 6 of 10 at 3.5. Um, assist line 4 of 10. Combo line points and assists of 8 of 10. 7 of 10 points plus rebound, 6 of 10 and 6 of 10 PRA. So from a defense standpoint, I'm looking at, hey, If I'm looking for a spot here, I'm thinking DeMar DeRozan running a two. I'm thinking DeMar DeRozan. I'm thinking Zach LaVine running a two. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Yeah. I'm doing extensive today. I got about 15 more minutes, but I'm thinking Zach LaVine got the best matchup here. Him and somebody like um, him and um, him and Malik Monk, right? Because like these two guys, Curry, you'll have Curry and Paz probably going back and forth on Monk and DeRozan, right? And no matter what, Malik Monk should have a good matchup, right? So the rebound prop for Monk is sitting at 3.5. He's hit this in 8 of his last 10 games. He's getting all the minutes. That could be of, yeah, right. That could be a piece. Is a good spot for him. Nope, not the under. I'm sorry, not the under. Over there. Guards has hit this number in 4 of his last 10. So he said, I'm patiently waiting for that. I think at the end of the day, I think Malik Monk, what about his assist prop? He's 8 of 10 to his, no, 6 of 10 to his assist prop at 6.5. Combos, mm, guards are 6 of 10 in the points and assists, 6 of 10 to the points plus rebounds. Rebounds are 6, 4, 10, and PRAs at 6 of 10. But some of the averages they got these lines set at, like Monk is averaging 17 shot attempts in his last 10. They got him at 15. He's taking 24, 14, 17. Points at what? 19 and a half? Threes at 3 of 10. Hmm. They got the hmm. Hmm. It'd be the points or points and assists, rebounds and assists, rebounds and assists, rebounds and assists. So he's over his rebounds and assists in 8 of his last 10 games. If you're not looking at his points or nothing like that, the rebounds and assists at 10 and a half looks like a look, right? Or you could actually, if you think he's just going to have a good game, then you could just shoot for the PRAs, right? Because his PRAs at 29 and a half. If he go ballistic, then he give you 24 points like he just did versus New Orleans, right? Truth be told, I'll scratch that. On paper, who's going to have the best spot would probably be Malik Monk, because you're going to have Curry at the 1 and Pods at the 2. Like, so at the end of the day, Malik Monk's probably going to have the best matchup. He's going to be running the point. He's going to have the ball in his hand most of the time. Rebounds and assists or PRAs, that's something that I'll probably be looking at, right? Like I said, his rebounds and assists, he's over this in 8 of his last 10 games at 10 and a half. 6 of his last 10 for PRAs, 39 in his last game. Damn. I mean, I'm for right now, I'm gonna throw the PRAs over there so I don't forget to come back to this one here. Malik Monk looks like an okay play for me. He looks like he's in an okay spot for me. The backcourt, both backcourts. I like both backcourts in this spot. I like both backcourts, whether it's Curry, Pods, or Levine and Monk. I like both backcourts in this spot here. The total to this game, I'm starting to look at, like, now I'm starting to think like, man, this could be one of the best SGP spots on the board, because we know where all this the usage is concentrated. We know who's going to be doing what on these two teams, especially Sacramento. I mean, the Golden State Warriors. We know who's going to do what, right? We know who's going to do what, right? So 237 over under in this spot. Hmm, I don't know. I don't know, man. Jimmy Butler. Hmm. I don't know who guards Jimmy Butler. I don't know. But I like those two guys there. Let's keep it moving, man. I do. I like both backcourts. The Bulls game, I don't know what to think here, bro. I mean, do what you want to do here. Whatever. Do what you want to do. Um, Philadelphia 76ers. These games today? What? No. Let me see. That must have been the last game right there. Yeah, that was the last game right there. That was it. Oh, New Orleans and the Mavs. I haven't looked at that game. So right off the back here, I'm gonna have interest in my boy Misi's, either his rebounds or his points plus rebounds, maybe his rebounds. But I need to see who's gonna be in because man, Zion, hmm, rebounds, his points, rebounds, or rebounds and assists. PRAs or rebounds and assists. 11 and a half. Let's take a look. Zion. I skipped over this game. This is the last game right here. I guess you got to look at Zion, man. Points versus the point guard. See, people usage gonna take a hit. PRA 29.5. Who that's for? Who's that for? Zion? No. Is it? No. No, I don't think that's for Zion. 16 and a half. I can't do Alvarado with Zion in. Threes, I can look at the threes here. Monk. Yeah. Or Monk fancy score. That might be in on the turbo. Boston Junior. Yeah, hello. Yeah, what up? Where it's supposed to be at? All right, let me go see. Uh, that was I got. I'll be right back. I got to go upstairs for a minute, man. But that was 8 or 10 on his rebounds and assists for Monk, and I just don't know, man. It's either one. You can take either one. I'll be right back. Hold up, bro. Oh shit. look on the side of that car. I mean, in the sides, your left and your right, and under the. I don't know how we'll get there, but you gotta check that. Right. All right. All right, bet. Well, hmm. Yeah. So what were we? Um, Zion. I think he's probably. Mm. So Zion, he's 8 of 10 to his rebounds, PRAs. He's rebounds and assists. He's 5 of 10. Points plus rebounds. He's 7 of 10, and he's 8 of 10 to his points and assists. You took Zion for 25. I couldn't talk you off of that. So Kyle Mosley's been crushing it, right? Points prop 6 of 10, 24 and a half. That's his points prop. Head to head, got him for 30 this year on 29th and 7, and smoked all his PRAs and everything. That's what I'm looking at Zion in some shape, form, or fashion. Misi, his rebounds, right? But that's the only thing I could probably look at for Misi right now with Zion in would be his rebounds. If Zion wasn't playing, I probably would look at his points plus rebounds. But I could only look at his rebounds right now with Zion. He's 5 of 10 to his rebound prop. With Zion, let's see, with Zion Williamson, he's 4 of 10 to his rebound prop. So I mean, whatever, right? Kyrie just in play, man. He's hit his 3-point prop versus his team 2.5 at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight games, right? Kyrie is just Kyrie, y'all know, right? Y'all know that, right? Kyrie is just Kyrie, like whatever, man. Straight up. He should be energized when I'm coming off the break or whatever. Clay. I'm not betting on Clay. PJ Washington. Damn, who they got for their center, man? Nobody. Lawrence Puggins. Prosper, Washington, Najee Marshall. I'm betting on Zion, man. I gotta fool with play Zion some type of way. Points, maybe his PRAs just wrap it on up and gift wrap his PRAs. That's probably what I'm looking at there, right? Um, Zion. I don't know what Kyrie we gonna see today, but Zion probably gonna be that guy, right? Um, if PJ Washington starts at the center, which probably, I mean, PJ Washington, I don't see Zion trying to chase his fat ass, his fat ass trying to chase him around. So PJ Washington could be in play in some shape, form, or fashion for something. You know what I'm saying? 1.5, 3 something. Zion, PJ Washington could be in play for. So you know, I can see that, right? So let's see something here. I probably wouldn't mind taking a stab at this 1.5 threes, bro. But if you go out there and pull this, what you did on the eighth, and not even take a three, I'm gonna be so mad, right? But yeah, it's Zion for me, man. So that's what I'm looking at here. And I couldn't talk off the 2.5 threes for anybody, truthfully, that shoots them, whether it's Kyrie, whether it's McCollum, or whether it's Herb, right? Those boys, you know, they didn't play for the three. So Zion, uh, I just don't know if it want to be PRAs or anything, man. That's what, you know, rebounds and assists was something that I was betting personally. Of Zion's rebounds and assists, and rebounds and assists, points and assists, points and the rebounds, or PRAs, right? So I'm gonna throw the PRAs right there at 36 and a half and throw that over there. But I mean, I couldn't talk you off either one of them, man. Points plus assists at 31. I couldn't talk you off neither one. Even rebounds and assists, if you really wanted to, at 11 and a half. Okay. Let's see something here. Prospect. Oh, 2.5 threes for Monk on prospects. I like that as well. Solid 6 assists. I couldn't talk you off of that. 3 or 5 to that number. He is the point guard. Fantasy score at 35 and a half. Couldn't talk you off that either. For what we said though, I'm gonna go ahead and go out on the limb. It was at 29 and a half some places. I'd probably just they don't have the rebounds and assists, do they? Oh, they do at 10 and a half. Mm, mm. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know which one to go for, man. I'm gonna go for PRAs. I'm gonna put the PRAs up there. The 6 assists, I like the 6 assists too, man. Dang, 6 assists, bro. Let's go 6 assists. Let's go 6 for Monk. 6. I wanted to take him for. You can take him for whatever you want, bro. Truthfully, um, taking a look at some of the plays we got set to the side here. Jared Allen, I play this double double. France, the 1.5 threes, France points or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna have to take France. I'm gonna have to take France points probably, right. Uh, Jalen Brunson 2.5 rebounds. He's in a good spot for it. Uh, Bam Adebayo PRAs is, you know, the assists he's in a really good spot. He's just been balling. Uh, I couldn't talk you off the threes for Tyler Hero. Quickly, 2.5 threes should be in play. Grady, rebounds, 1.5 threes. Those are some things that we can look at there. Wait a minute. It was the under. It was the under. 3.5 rebounds. It was under. Jalen Duran, the double double is a parlay piece. 1.5 threes for Cade. Tobias Harris is in a good spot. He's been taking advantage of good spots. Harrison Barnes 1.5 threes. I like it, right? 1.5 threes. I like it. Mike Conley 2.5 threes. It's a lean. Probably won't go there. Alper Shingun's been getting a double double versus this kid. It's a parlay piece. Um, Under 5.5 assists was a strong lean there for Amen Thompson. Um, Stephen Curry, 4.5 threes, 1.5 threes for Pods. Yes, please. To both of these guys, I like the over both of these guys' threes. Malik Monk, under 3.5 rebounds. Why is that there? I don't forget why that's up there. I don't even know why that's up there. PRAs, And I put that up there because for Link Monk because of whatever you want to do. Zion, PRAs, rebounds, assists, whatever you want to do. So definitely going to take a look at the Zion right now and see Zion. See what the best line looking at on one of these. 9.5 rebounds, 4.5 rebounds, 6.5 rebounds. PRAs 36.5. Hmm. 3 of 5. PRAs 36.5. 5 assists. A solid 5 assists. 29.5 points and assists. That's a good line. 29.5 points and assists is a good line. I thought I seen 31.5. 7.5 assists. 42 fancy score. Few blocks and stuff like that. I see him instances where he gets there. 11.5 rebounds and assists. This is what I've been betting a lot. Points plus rebounds. PRAs. Do we go PRAs and just call it a day? I think we go PRAs and call it a day. Either that and or fantasy score. 25 points is not a real possibility either. Um, hmm. Points, rebounds, assists, PRAs. I'm scared, right? Points. Go with the. I'm gonna roll with. I'm gonna roll with. I'm gonna roll with Dominic and go with the points. Okay. I'm gonna go more there. It's a lot of points. Um, what else do we have here? Curry. Um, Curry. I think Brunson. I like. I can talk you off the under for Brunson assist too. 25.5 points for Curry. Give me them 4.5 threes. Give it here. Um, what about pods? I might make this a late one. 1.5 threes. I really like that, right? Give me the 1.5 threes for Podziemski. A 6 piece. 11 boards for Walker Kessler. 11 for Allen. 6 assists for Monk. 25 points for Zion. 4.5 threes for Curry. 1.5 for Pods, right? I like that, right? I'm gonna roll with that as a 6 piece. As a 6 piece spicy, right? I got about a few minutes, right? Let's see. I got a few minutes. Let's see. Let's go 25 for France. I want to go under Brunson assists so bad. I want to go under his assist so bad. Boy, oh boy, do I want to go under. Makes me want to wait. Makes me want to wait. I probably wanted to go under like 8.5 just to be a little bit on the safe side, but let's go. Let's go 10 boards. Um, 3 threes for Tyler Hero. How about 2 threes for Quickly? How about 3 threes for how about 3 threes for boy, let this boy sell his parlay. Mm. Kuzma numbers are out, huh? I'm gonna wait. San Antonio's Pistons here. Let's go rebounds. Probably 10 rebounds probably is a hefty number right now for Duran. How about a double double here? Let's try a double double for him. How about about 7 assists there for Chris Paul. $20 for Fox. New Orleans, about 20 points for Zion. And I want to go with some threes, man. I might come back to that. 10 rebounds for Kessler. 4 threes for Curry. I'm going with the 2 for Pods. Sure. 2 for Pods. Check the 6 assists for Monk. Or, let me see. How about 15 points for Monk? Ooh. What's this points line at? 20. Let's go back to the 6 assists for Monk. Did I miss anything here? Any injury news? Because Damian Lillard ain't up there. KJ Martin. Oh, Bassey is probable today. Okay. That makes me like Durant even more. Josh Hart out. OG questionable. Suggs. Oh, Lillard's out. Okay, Lillard's out. Oh, Lillard's out. Okay. Points. Kuzma at 18. Check in at 15 for Kuzma. Check in at 15 for Kuzma. Sar rebounds. I'll come back to that, right? I have interest in that rebound prop for Sar. I'm not going to Jimmy Butler, Timberwolves, New York Knicks, Magics. I have Tyler Hero 2 threes, Emmanuel Quickly 2 threes, Jalen Duran double. Chris Paul 7 assists, 20 for Fox, 4 for Curry, threes for Curry, 2 for Pods, 6 assists for Monk, 25 for Franz, 10 rebounds for Allen, 20 points for Zion, 10 rebounds for Kessler, 15 points for Kuzma. ABC. 25 points for ABC. This is gonna be crazy right here. Ooh, just thinking about the threes though. Uh, Jordan Poole, Chris Middleton 1.5, and Gary Trent Jr. at 2.5. That's gonna be some shit. You know what though? The triple double for Giannis is at plus 850. The triple double for Giannis is at plus 850. That's gonna be in play today. That's gonna be probably gonna be in play. That's probably gonna be in play. The triple double for Giannis. Let me stop though. Let me see. Okay, see. It's two plays I wanted to put on here. The under 7.5 assists for Brunson, and I wanted to put the under assist for Thompson. I'm not gonna overload it though. I'm gonna leave it like this. You guys can add more or not, right? I'm gonna leave it like this. Those are plays right here. I'm just gonna go through it. Then I'm gonna go through that 6-man. I could have made this more than what it's supposed to, right? That's the CVS that I got so far right here. That's the CVS that I got so far. Here's the 6th pick. Jerry Allen's rebound's been moved. Hope it got took down. And it's lagging. I hate when it lags. The alternates out. Alternates out. Allen. His rebounds went up to 11.5. You son of a. Mm. Mm. Okay. I'll take him under 10 assists. Add that. Alternate under 10 assists. I'll add that to the joint, right? Um, and Thompson, uh, what was his? I'll take that and add that to the joint as well. Alternates out for this game, I bet. Ooh, they're not. I don't want to go with the 5.5 though. I do. I don't mind it, boy. 5.5 will put me where I need to be. 6.5 would be safer, I would say. But right here, um, right here. Since I've been, I'm gonna take the Allen though, man. I'm gonna take it unless points plus rebounds. I haven't even looked at. Haven't even points plus rebounds at 23.5. Let's go points plus rebounds. Carl Towns ain't got no D. Let's go points plus rebound. 12 points, 12 rebounds, 13 points. Or could he get to 12 boards? Let's just stick. I'll stick with the boards for right now, man. Go on out there and get the rebounds. All right, so here it is right here, right? This is the end, right? So uh, these are some of the plays that I was looking at right here. I'm going through them. Some of the parlay pieces or whatever case may be, and it was more that we talked about, right? More that we talked about. More that we talked about. Um, the CVS receipt. I mean, the 6-piece right here. 6-piece spicy. And then the CVS receipt. Let's smack that motherfucker. Let's smack it. Plus 18,000. I bet. I bet. That's it right there. I'm out of here. Yeah, for sure. Tommy Brown said, I tailed and added Jaden Brunson under 10 assists and Wiggins 15. Okay, I'm going to stay away from the 15 because it was just like wasn't on my radar, but it is what it is. Long, because I didn't look over, so it was a long stream. I didn't look over. I looked over everything with y'all. So I'm getting ready to drop my straights though. I got like 6 straights. Um, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I got like 6 straights up from the drop in the Dub Club, and I'll post them on my Twitter later. I got like 6 straights up from the drop in my Dub Club. Maybe more straights, but I know for sure I played that. It's gonna be um, um, the double double. I took the double double already. Um, the the rebounds for Utah. I mean for Kessler. Then 3 plays from this game. The PRAs for Monk. I'm taking the. I might want to take a 6.5 assists if that's where it's at a reasonable price. The 4.5 threes and then 1.5 threes the that's 5 plays. The 4.5 threes and the 1.5 threes for Podziemski. And I'm thinking about sprinkling on Buddy Hield threes as well, right? So I didn't play. I'm not playing. Not playing rebounds for uh, for Jimmy. Okay, that's 5 plays. I thought it was 6. More plays be coming out like the Chris Paul. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to play his assist, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm playing the points prop for France. Right? Fuck it. I'm playing the 6 going to be over points for France. All right. Peace out. 6 plays, 6 straights. Okay, and the rest I'm gonna be putting together. Y'all already know the deal. Appreciate it, guys. See you guys.